Well done.
I know, it only took an hour to make a solution happen. Kill me. Oh, goodness me. Okay. Everyone else is in?
Yes.
Okay, good. I am gonna probably, think I'm gonna get a drink. I'm gonna get a drink.
Or Robbie's like,
Okay.
I need a break.
I'll be right back. Sorry. Oh gosh.
Poor Robert.
Something to eat before session.
What'd you say?
Y'all have something to eat before session?
Yeah.
Did y'all have something to eat before session?
I
No,
had
I
a
didn't.
wonderful, healthy dinner of leftover French fries and some Funyuns.
Why is
Mm.
that me? Why is that me?
That was my amazing dinner. Oh, and I think I had a Dr. Pepper too. So I'm just living large.
Dr. Pepper.
Whoa.
Nice.
He's living large, guys. Watch out.
Mm-hmm.
Watch out, bitch.
You ever notice that like everybody in D&D can speak like 10 languages?
Not 10, like 3 or 4.
That's-
Like I'm just a regular halfling and I can speak 5.
What?
Yeah,
5?
I can speak
Yeah.
5 languages. Well, thieves can't is more like a secret code, but
I call that a language.
yeah,
It's like being able to read Braille, kind of.
yeah. Thieves
Is there a
can't
blue
is just
bar
braille.
above our head on our icons?
What?
Why is there a blue bar on like 3 of the
Oh,
characters?
yes. Okay, so updates. I did stuff to your character sheets so that there's less things in general. This is mostly done by me just giving you all your racials as your race, or at least I tried. To things. Paladins, you guys have Lay on Hands, which I have displayed above you.
Yay!
Oh.
Yeah, you have like 20 hit points worth of Lay on Hands healing. So, that's part of my way of telling you you can use that. Vivi, you're a warlock. Your blue bar represents your spell slots. Because you
I
only
mean,
get...
I also got my ASMR ratio. I also got, all
gave-
the other type.
I got everything for you guys. Also, Ruko, here's your pet. You should be able
Where?
to check that
Oh,
out.
yes. Oh, look.
You should have a stat block for you now. It's not everything the guy has, because you still don't know everything, but I gave him attacks and such that your pet would normally have.
Claw. Charge.
Also, Ruko, I believe we, again, forgot that you have spells, so I gave you another spell.
You there?
You there?
Sure.
He might have stepped away from his keyboard, so.
Might have. Go, Ruko, I gave you your phantom thing.
Yay.
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 Whales from the grave.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, I tried. I noticed that there was like just a ton of stuff, and I'm like, oh my, this system's gonna get pretty crazy with a ton of those things. So here, let me like boil all your racials down into just one thing, because we already like they're already usually in effect. So
Right.
all that jazz. I don't know of a way to. Vivi, the spell slot thing works just because you're a warlock. I wouldn't know how to do it well for another spellcaster. So, I mean, I could technically.
It just helps that all of the spells and spell levels just equate to one spell slot.
Yeah. For you, it's like one spell slot, so it's really easy to track with that bar. But for, I think, a normal caster, I'd have to calculate it out into points and then make a resource that the spells would auto-use, and I have to update all their spells to use that resource. So it looks like on their bar how much of the magic they've used. I could make it work, but it would take a little bit of finagling. But for the paladins, it's just your lay on hands healing. I lay my hands on you. For the paladins, I believe your divine, your channel divinity should function.
Ooh. Tell us more about that.
You get once per. I think it's a long rest. Let me check that. Oh, it's once per rest. But you have two options. For Arabella, you have Channel Divinity, Nature's Wrath, and Turn the Faithless. And Ivory, you are using the Time Warden from Verum. So you have Time Rift and Time Splinter.
Ooh, I need to know more about these moves. Tell me.
There you go. Those are both of your abilities.
Nice.
Normally, when you press those buttons, it'll prompt you to use a resource. If you just want to show it, you don't need to you uncheck the box. But normally, it would be default to checking the box, and therefore, yeah, it's really interesting. Time Splinter. Let me change it to. Oh, you can't see it. I was doing a bunch of crazy stuff. I was too busy making things that don't matter right now. So I was using the other setting. So there you go. You should be able to see it now. Time Rift and Time Splinter. One second.
Just so you're updated, Jasmine's probably not going to come home until about midnight.
Okay.
She's over at Stevenson's.
Okay.
Just don't tell Mom.
Sure.
Just let me keep you updated.
Okay. Anyways, so Time Rift, all allies in 30 feet have their current hit points reset to when they were at the beginning of your last turn. You can reset those that died to live again, and those that were alive to die again. You disappear from existence until the start. And then Time Splinter, you disappear from existence until the start of your next turn. Doing so causes your hit points to be restored as though you benefited from a short rest, allowing you to spend hit dice as normal. You reappear from a available square at your choice within 30 feet. So essentially it allows you to use your hit dice to heal, and then it makes you safe for a round. So that's pretty good.
Who is that?
That's Ivory. That's what Ivory gets now. Also, he also gets access to Shield and Sanctuary from his Oath, which is pretty nifty.
Yeah. Cool.
Anyways, so all of your subclass stuff should be put in.
Nice.
Goroko picked up Phantom which I don't think there is a lot of details on, except so
I can bounce damage after a sneak attack, and I can something about talking to the dead. Although that might have been like level 9 or something, I can't remember.
you get Whispers of the Dead, which is whenever you finish a short rest, you can choose one skill and gain proficiency in it.
Oh, that's right, that's what it was.
So you can just be like,
And
I know I'm going to need this. I gain proficiency.
remind me the name of our little cat friend. I have forgotten, sadly.
You can click on him.
There you go.
Yay! Hey, Zach!
Hey, Zach. I had to rename it because the other name was too Googleable.
Too Googleable. Okay.
I know, right? Don't you hate it when you want to use something, but it's blatantly copying something else?
And everyone will just be able to find out.
I know, if they Google it.
Oh no.
It's okay. So, yeah, I was, for some reason this week, entranced by the idea of creating a universe generator, so I was working on that the last few days.
That's understandable.
That, and I decided, I started fleshing out mechanics and made an automation for figuring out how to calculate your combats better. Because I had this mind child of calculating combat efficiencies. So I essentially made that in Excel. And I also designed like 6 different enemies that you guys will probably fight fairly soon. Anyways.
Been a busy beaver.
I know. Who needs sleep when you got
busy
Dungeons and
bee.
Dragons? It's been pretty busy over here too, anyways. So, anywho, so left you guys off. You guys just leveled. Oh, I will say, I did tell you that you guys gained 2 levels, and you still do, but it's not for the reasons I told you. If I, 1 second, there we go. So the Great Spirit reference table has the rank now. Now, if you notice, just double check my map, because I'm pretty sure that's correct. Because, yeah. Sorry, just checking my notes. A lot of moving parts. Oh, fetch.
No worries.
For those that see the recording, I had a lot of technical difficulties that postponed the game because I couldn't figure out how to get my stream up. So part of that was clearing all of my cookies and browser information, so now I have to sign into everything again. Isn't that great? Okay, yeah, just double checked. So yeah, in case you didn't notice, Shen, the Spirit of Magic and Soul, is now rank 3, which is considered to be no longer weakened. So
Magic and Soul?
Yeah, Magic Soul, Shen, at the bottom one. So that was technically the one that you guys were going to go to on your way through Artevel, but you guys actually made it more powerful just walking through town. essentially the things you did last session made it to where that one went to rank 3 and is no longer weakened, which would have given you a level. Not the completing the quest for the Earth guy. That won't give you a level normally. So the last one you'd need to improve is Anam. You can still go to Shen and do the quest to empower Shen. It's just you're not going to get a level from it, but you can receive blessings that I haven't designed yet because I've been busy with the technical difficulties instead. So that is a flaw on my end.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, the blessings are kind of a lot of work, to be honest. So it's I know.
I figure as much.
Yeah. My goodness. But yeah. Because the cat, you would know, generally speaking, the ranks and what they're at. So that can influence your decisions. Also, don't forget that you need to get those seals removed from the cat.
Mm-hmm.
And being I'm pretty much left you off last session, back in Artevel, you could talk to the Great Spirit of Earth about that to get his seal removed.
Oh yeah, we were gonna try to introduce the halfling.
Ah, yes.
Halfling.
You know, get old Garogo on the Earth Spirit side.
Yeah.
Still.
Ruko, are you there? Ruko? Ruko, you're mute if you're trying to talk. Just telling you.
I didn't realize I was muted.
Yep.
Hey,
You've been there. Mute.
did you hear what we were saying about your guy?
No, but what were you saying?
Good. It was really mean.
Oh, okay. Mutiny against the party.
There's this day that Ruko died.
Oh,
Oh.
I could probably take one of you guys with me.
You
could probably take one of us out.
You could probably take a few people. I don't think you'd beat them all, though.
No, definitely not. Especially since it's like, oh, you go. Okay, now, 4 other people go. Yeah.
Yeah. So you should have access to Azak's character sheet. It's a somewhat modified version of what you would normally get. The main thing that's modified about it is the intelligence score, or the attributes. A lot of the mental scores, which don't matter for the combat side of it, are the actual ability score. So I do have a separate sheet for Azak with more of his stuff. But this is this combat stuff, essentially. So he does a little bit more damage than the normal one, just because instead of giving him a D8, I just gave him 2D4. Because he does slashing and lightning damage. His claws.
Because he has 2 claws to scratch with.
I did mention last time that he doesn't actually have claws, but they do appear when needed.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he was declawed. I remember that now.
Yeah. He has lightning claws. But
Hard to declaw those.
you know, you replace what you can.
Cat's out of the bag now.
Cat's out of the bag.
Oh,
Lightning
I get
cat is out of the bag.
Shocking.
I know, right?
Nicely punned.
it. Well done.
So, what would you guys like to do? Or do you have any
Well-
questions?
Where are we? That's the question.
That's a great question.
Well, I could either leave you in by the quarry in High Rock, where you guys were technically, or I figured you went back to Arteville. It's kind of your choice whether you went to Arteville or not.
I remember the last time that we were discussing and talking is that I know the last time we were like, hey, let's get the halfling to be introduced to the Earth guy so he can get him on his good side. And then you said we leveled up to 2 levels, and then everything just kind of sprawled out of there while we was trying to
yeah.
Yeah, the 2 levels took
I
forever.
remember that.
And then that was a mess. That's pretty much where the session ended. Is like, you got 2 levels.
And we also got our boons too from the Earth Elemental guy, even though that. Did the halfling ever get introduced to the Earth guy?
I
So
think
no.
he did, yes.
No, I never spoke
No,
to
he
him.
avoided it.
Oh, that's
because
right.
the
that's
halfling,
right, you did.
the halfling,
He almost killed me. He almost rolled to attack me, but I managed to sneak away.
yeah, that was
Well,
when you guys were leaving.
that was before accepting the quest, though. Yeah, that was before the meeting.
No, I was like, okay, we'll go do it. And then he was like, he rolled and did not notice that it was a halfling speaking. Otherwise, he would have killed you. So I was
but
like,
I'm
oh,
talking about
okay.
after we dealt
No,
with the
no. So the reason the time where he was about to attack you was like when you ran off, like at the end. Because like seeing a halfling with the group isn't that bad, but seeing a halfling run away from the center of an important location while trying to hide is kind of sus. So
It was kind of sus.
that'd be kind of sus, man. What have you done wrong? Nothing. I'm just running away. Why are you running away? Squash.
Does he scare me?
But yeah,
Okay.
now
So
I
maybe
believe
it wouldn't be
everyone gets
terrible.
+2 health per level, essentially, from the minor blessing. So, because I think both those minor blessings give health.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I know I didn't take any of the blessings.
I have you down that you took deaths.
I took Death's blessing, but not
Yeah, but deaths
Earth's.
and Earth's blessings gave like extra health per level.
Huh.
They also gave other things, but that's just one of the things they gave. So everyone's getting like extra health per level,
Cool.
which is interesting because
I like it.
more health means I can throw more things at you.
Oh no!
Well,
Now,
I know
Bad guys
that
get bigger.
I know that the last mention is that fire was in need of something because I know that the fire elemental was getting weaker.
That's
Because
right.
of what the
Yeah.
air elemental had said beforehand previously. So we can check out the location to where the fire elemental is and see if he needs help, or we can carry on with the last mortal spirit that we saw.
And then also, I think while we're here, we should go and visit Earth and try and get him to take the seal off the cat. Just since we're already at this spot.
I mean, we got our blessings from him, so I figure at the exact same time while we were getting our blessings, mentioned the fact that hey, big turtle guy, got a cat with collar with strange markings on it. You speak hieroglyphics?
Did we do that?
No, you didn't. We didn't get
No.
into RP of that, so that's.
No, we
Uh,
didn't.
One sec, as I hone my Jock Santa.
Oh.
Oh.
Merry Christmas.
Let me see that cat.
I almost forgot that cat is like my pet.
Yeah, your pet is God.
Arabella was carrying the cat.
That is true. Arabella
That's
was very
right.
closely connected to the cat.
The
She
cat
pet
is
the
a
cat.
remnant of the creator.
She pet the cat.
She
got
pet the cat
visions.
so good when she had a vision.
Eyes lit up.
Are you doing alright there, Puppet?
Yeah, okay. Just
Just cat. Okay, got it.
just cat.
Cat. But yeah, I mean, after a little bit, he will essentially put his like thumb over his symbol, and the symbol will get removed.
Oh, he's just super chill about it?
You kind of already helped
Is that
him out.
easy?
Yeah.
Thanks, dude.
Thanks, bro.
No, I don't
essentially
say
the
that.
way-
I'm
Essentially, the way the seals will work is, generally speaking, you either need to persuade them to do it or do a quest for them to have them remove it.
okay.
And then also, for level progression goes, every 3 seals you get removed is a level off the cat.
Okay.
So that's the way that technically works.
So we just gotta farm the cat for level Scott.
Well, there's a total of 9 seals, so once you've removed 3 seals 3 times, all the seals are gone.
Hmm.
Whee! And then stuff
Alright.
happens.
I have a feeling we're gonna get to 20 really quick.
Actually, I don't have, technically right now I don't have enough levels for you to get to 20. So, in my story progression at
Oh.
least, what I currently
Oh.
have planned out. But, who knows, maybe more stuff will happen. I can, like, you know, that's a level. That makes sense. But with the stuff, the main quests, I have, like, only level, like, 15 levels worth of stuff. In total.
That's still a lot.
Yeah.
If we're gonna be honest here, most D&D campaigns is like, hey, it takes like forever for you to get a level.
Yeah.
This is going to be a fairly fast campaign in regards to leveling, because of how the power scaling is. It's like, at level 1, you are essentially some of the most powerful people, in regards to like others in general.
I mean, it kind of makes sense because this isn't the typical D&D setting.
Like, at level 1, you guys were some of the most powerful people in the world that weren't the gods. Like, it's a pretty, because, like, especially on the top side, there's not, like, a lot of reasons that you need to be strong, so there's not a lot of strong people. Top side, there's not really a lot of wandering monsters, so you don't really need active guard. Guard are just kind of policemen. They help around town and stuff like that. So like at level 4, which is what you guys are currently at, you guys are pretty much like some of the strongest humans around. Like
Strongest mortal.
strongest mortals, yeah, like so
Stoink.
Stoinks.
stonks.
Stoink.
Underground, there's a bit more violence in combat, but it's infested with goblins and other such creatures of
Oh,
chaos.
joy.
Yay! The creatures of chaos dwell in the caves.
Don't say.
And you know, chaos, they just like fighting for some reason. No reason really. Hence,
It's in there. It's in there.
Blood for the blood god.
yes, blood for the blood god. I've already started thinking of like, oh yes, I have these great spirits, and then the next game I'll combine for each combination of 2 of the great spirits. That would be a minor god, and then I'll have like 80 gods.
Oh,
God.
quite a
Oh,
quite a
by the
pantheon.
gods.
Well, so the idea would be that I wouldn't use all of them for one setting. I would like use a handful of them for one world, a handful in another world.
I see.
So, but yeah. But also I'd have like a god for every concept. Like, oh, you want to worship the blood god? Yeah, I have a blood god. That's the combo of chaos and water. Come on.
Ew.
I
Chaos
know.
and Wawa.
Wawa.
Chaotic Wawa.
Chaotic
K-Wad.
K-Wawa.
Crazy water, guys.
K-Wadic Wawa.
K-Wawa, the chaotic blood god.
K-Wawa, the chaotic woo-woo.
Okay, hey, who I am. I'm sorry. I take it back. I take it back.
Alignment is chaotic woo.
No.
Oh my god. I'm sorry.
This is what you
He
have
uses
done.
he uses salt and lemons for his attacks.
Nuzzles.
Don't.
So yeah. Yeah, so he'll the Great Spirit of Earth will remove that seal from the cat. From Azak.
Cool.
Awesome.
I would like to go visit the Spirit of Life. That's kind of like my if I'm gonna try and get a blessing from someone, my backup plan, Spirit of Life.
We still had to consider the fact that we still have one more mortal spirit to kind of check.
Yeah,
up
that's
on,
the-
so-
That's the last one.
Yeah, the last one.
Because the one for magic you guys accidentally empowered.
Accidentally.
So
By being really good at magic.
no. And I can tell you this now because you have the cat, so I can actually tell you how they get points and such. So part of it is if you roll the highest you can roll on a health die. So when you level up, you roll health.
Mhm.
If you roll max, they get a point. And then also being clever and avoiding the fight with the air elemental got you 2 points.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. And with how many dice everyone, because you guys leveled up twice, you rolled a ton of dice, and there's a lot of maxes. So, you guys like end up gaining like 5, or I think it was like close to 8 points last game. With that and some other things, so it was a lot of points, and so it just went up rank. But
Fair enough.
I will say, the Great Spirit of Life is that city. Shuqiao is the city where Arabella and Vivi are from. So you'd be going back home. You'd be going there.
We're going home. We're going home.
Oh, word.
Tell the world we're coming home.
we're going on a trip.
Our favorite rocket ship.
Yeah, aren't you guys excited to go visit the old folks? We can go.
The old folks' home.
They're
The
dead.
old folks home. I was talking about your old folks.
You mean our old fuck?
Hey!
It's okay. Joke's going over my head.
We have one.
Yeah.
Person.
The one.
In our branch, anyway.
Yeah. Because
What?
Vivi and Arabella are both orphans.
They don't know that yet.
Nope.
Uh-oh.
Cool.
You were adopted.
We can RP in character. Like, aren't you guys excited to go see your folks? Go back home.
Just we're adopted.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Yeah, it's whatever.
Oh.
It's like whatever.
Okay. Well, you guys probably know all the good coffee shops and stuff, so that's a plus.
What's coffee?
What is coffee?
Nanny coffee.
I do want to explain a few things, but also I want to make sure if I had notes for Vivi. Where are they?
I'm here.
Yeah, I can't remember if I took notes for your character.
We talked about it for hours, man.
I know. Well, I know. I don't know if I gave your dude a name, and I can't find it in your backstory right now.
I haven't.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Hold
looking
on.
for. Is your guy's name
His name is Eldon.
Eldon?
You say Gul'dan?
Hold
What?
on. Not Goldan. There is no green juice drinking in my backstory.
What?
There is no health scream.
Where is that?
Odon. Odon.
Okay. Elder. Yes, the locks are on. I'll have to figure that out. Anyways, I do want to talk about a little bit RP flavor for your guys' subclasses, because there's that
Flavor?
flavor.
Flavor?
Unfortunately for the paladins, it's kind of, it's an oath to your god.
Jeebus. That's fine.
Yeah, for Ivory, it's a lot more introspective because it's the god of his creator. So,
Oh,
yeah, you just be. And this is gonna happen over the course of your guys' travel to Shuqiao. That's where you guys are going, right?
Mhm.
spirit of
That's where life in
I mean,
The
if
last
we're all in
mortal.
agreement.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm vibes.
Alrighty.
Sounds good to me.
In that case, as you guys travel, and it's a long way actually because you can't. You could go across like there, but then you have to deal with jumping down the plate
Mm,
because remember these are cliffs. So
right.
sometimes so you can either go around or you can go through and then use the river to kind of help you get down. So which way would you want to go, I guess?
I mean, we're not really all that
We're
good
river
for
rafting.
climbing, so
You would be climbing down, which is significantly easier
Or
because you can anchor yourself pretty well.
Up.
Okay.
I mean, how long will it take just to get from Ardevel to Shuqiao?
If you took a direct route, it would. So that would be 13 miles, which would be pretty much a day.
We can do it.
It would be a long.
Yeah.
It would be a long day of walking, but yeah, you could do it in a day. That's essentially like
the cliff when we get there.
4 to 6 hours of walking, and you could say the cliff takes an extra hour to get down. So it's like 5 to 7,
Well,
6 hours.
We can.
Well, I'm pretty
We can
sure,
debate
like,
Watch
I'm
river
pretty sure.
situation.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure in between, travel time, you can take like a night rest or something like that, camp out, and then, do whatever we need to do to get the subclasses levels, I would assume, before getting to the town itself.
Okay. Would you want to camp?
That's what I think. So it's up to everyone else.
Yeah, no, that sounds good.
Okay. Would you want to camp at the edge or where? Where do you want to camp?
Yeah, probably before going down. At the edge, yeah.
So like there?
Yeah. If
Do you want to take the river or do you want to
no one's
down?
gonna be,
I was drinking. Hold up.
are we equipped to go a river?
Sure, it'll help us guide us to a town.
Equipped.
And plus
I'm hoping
Vivi
I don't
and
fall down and I hope we don't meet any scary people along the way. Rivers are always full of weirdos. We know this.
Dude,
Troll under
bring
that
on the
bridge.
scary people, dude. That's XP, man.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think you're the
Execution
scary
points,
dude.
That's what's gonna happen.
By the way, Ruko, I don't want you to forget, if I'm correct, you float now.
Yes,
Oh.
yes, I do.
Oh yeah, he has no issue.
You can now hover instead of walking. While doing this, you ignore difficult terrain and traps with 4 triggers. He is not 5th level, so he does not gain the benefit of consistent feather fall, though, so he can still take falling damage.
But he floats.
I mean, yeah, it's a very... Falling is hover... So he hovers, so he floats gently above ground. But if that elevation changes sharply, he can still take fall damage.
I mean, if he's like shimmying against the cliff while he falls.
whenever Ruko is like floating, Vivi is like kind of like near him, just kind of like swishing her hand underneath his feet. Is like, how? What?
What happened to your footsies? I hate myself. Thanks.
It doesn't give him... It's a minor benefit, and then at 5th level is when it starts getting crazy. He can essentially phase through walls like difficult terrain, and he has feather fall constantly.
That happens when I become like level 5 with my one thing.
No, that's when you become level 5, period. You're already rank
Oh.
5. So there's some abilities are based upon your level overall, and some of them are just based upon your... And most of them are based on your rank.
Got it.
Usually it's kind of the less powerful minor stuff is based upon level, and then the more powerful stuff is based upon rank. So
Cheers.
for Reaper, it's essentially, oh, I can hover now. But it also allows me to give you some stuff at like I say it's like level 1, which essentially just means that even with no ranks in Reaper, you'd still technically get these benefits because you're going to be level 1. So like, and that's where like your sunlight sensitivity came from and stuff. So, and your undead stuff. So yeah, so guys, as you guys set up for camp, you can see the river as it flows down. It's kind of interesting because the river is naturally like, it's almost like through time is managed to carve somewhat of a dent through the metal plate. It's not a lot less, so the river itself is inset in the metal. It doesn't make it necessarily less high, however, you would be familiar with the kind of pool underneath the waterfall is rather deep and would be safe to jump into.
Ooh, want to try and jump a mile?
Cowabunga.
Cowabunga.
But I mean,
Delicious.
I think. Is it ever safe to jump in the water from that high? I mean,
RP
no matter how
logic, I
deep
will
it is.
say yes.
Okay.
The diving motion, it could work out just fine.
Well, I'd be definitely down to do that. Let's do
pushes
that.
the halfling into the river.
Baby, don't! You have so much to do.
See ya. Off I go.
Being that getting stabbed by a dagger is like a D4. Most
Oh,
of you
yeah,
guys have
that's true.
like enough HP. Like, I don't think water technically counts for falling damage. In real life, physics would say yes. But also, people can't die of old age, so I can kind of just screw around with that right now.
Wait.
Time doesn't exist. I can screw around with physics. Screw you.
I thought my thing was of time. Hold on.
I mean, I could
Also-
just slowly, float down, as I climb to the
No, you would still fall until you reach like 10 feet above it, and then you would slowly slow down until you just hit the water. That's the thing is, it like
Oh.
cushions your fall. The hovering. When you get that 5th level, you would get feather fall, which means that you would, regardless of how tall you jump off the thing, you're fine.
Become Ezio.
So long as you're,
Neat.
so long as you're conscious. That's the one rule. If someone snipes you while you're falling and you go unconscious, you're gonna die.
Yeah, it's not like Arabella or Ivor can just pick you up by the legs, just yeet you out.
It's gonna be like in the Croods. Just throw them over.
So yeah, would you guys want to
So
camp
yeah.
above, or would you want to try to take the plunge in the night?
Well, yeah. If we can just take the. I'd be down to jump.
Vivi would not rather take the plunge.
Hmm. Well, what if I
That's
just
the
do
question
it?
with gear?
Sucks to be you.
What if I just go? What are you gonna do then? I guess you can just stay up there.
Fly.
Fly.
She doesn't
Use your
have
cloak's
feather fall.
parachute.
Well, no, neither do I.
She's
Why
level
would you
3
do that
now.
about
She
me?
can fly, technically.
I'm not sure. I should ask. Should I jump first? Actually, I am the biggest, and I'd hate to crush one
want
of you
to?
if I roll wrong.
Should I just fall then? Because I'd be fine either way.
No, but you
will
don't
cushion my
float.
Ruko.
You don't float.
You float.
Yeah, but I would, stop right before anyway.
Well, you would like start to imagine like you've got little jets that like push you up like 6 inches above the ground. That's the way I'm imagining it.
Yeah. You would have like a rubber band effect, where you'd be falling at like it'd be too fast for it to immediately kick in. Otherwise, it'd just break your legs.
Well, I'll just throw the cat in.
Oh, there we go.
Yeet.
None of us have considered the simplest option.
Oh my god. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Throw the cat off the cliff.
I mean, a cat will always land on its feet, especially if it's a god cat.
God.
And
tier.
so therefore, throw the cat off the thing.
Yes. So you're gonna
Vivi isn't athletically adept as all of you are, so
One of us can catch you.
Well, so here's the question: are you jumping into the lake, or are you like
Into the lake, yeah.
Yeah, we're going into
next
the
to the lake? Yeah.
lake. No!
No, yes, into the lake.
All
Okay.
in favor of jumping into the lake.
Aye.
Aye.
Oh, one of us can carry
The
you.
rest.
What
You
if
can
we
jump on-
do?
Vivi is just like looking down the cliff at the edge,
I got it.
gulping.
Wait, I got it. What if we have Ivory carry Vivi?
Exactly.
While you're
I
jumping?
mean, she's small.
Just on her
I
back
mean,
or something.
I mean, she's small enough.
You could
Yeah.
hold her in his arms, honestly, and it would he would take the impact rather than she.
He's jumping.
Just pick her up and
Because
jump.
Vivi is like
Don't ask for permission.
Vivi is like 5'2".
Ask forgiveness, not permission.
Get forgiven, not really.
Just pick her up and
I
go.
see some problems with that logic, but okay.
So who's going first?
I'll do it. Athletics? Should I roll an athletics check?
Well, are you trying to look cool, or are you trying to get distance?
I'm gonna try and look cool.
Acrobatics.
Acrobatic.
Hey!
Do some
All
aerial
right.
stunts.
You should be fine.
Do some sick stunts. Where's my? Hang on.
Just watch him roll a one.
Oh, sorry. They're over here.
Okay.
Let me just, I'll just move them.
There we go.
Yeah.
And to roll, I just click on myself?
You click
That's
on your
what I did it
token,
before.
and the top left, there'll be a
Ah,
bunch
there
of
we go.
stuff. You
My
go on your
All right.
skills.
acrobatics.
Yeah.
Boom.
24. Man, this guy does like
Do a
Oh.
sick gainer.
he does like
Tony
a
Hawk
360 no scope 4
Priced
backflip.
air. I'm riding a skateboard.
Sunglasses and a hat and a build hat flipped back. You know,
Yes.
cool with a K.
Sounds about right.
So yeah, you make it into the lake. You're fine.
What's
I'm
that?
just swimming around. The water's fine.
Now you can roll me an athletics check
Oh, okay.
for swimming.
I just
Oh.
like drown.
You'd be surprised how many campaigns
Wait,
end with
I
people
forgot. I
drowning.
can't swim.
Oh, I'm a fool.
Your stuff
Okay.
is kind of weighing you down, but you make it.
Okay.
You make it ashore.
Now. I'm nervous now.
Who's next?
Wait, so after like I fell into the water, can I just like then
Yes, you don't
like
need to
float
swim.
Hop.
above the water afterwards?
You'll be
Okay,
drenched,
good.
but you
Okay,
can
I'm
just
going
hover over
next.
it.
I take my cat. I put him like in a little waterproof bag, you know. I
Just
don't have
hold
one,
it.
sadly. Yeah, oh, I'll just hold it. I'll chuck it into the air, and then after I land in the water, I'll like take my hands out so it doesn't get wet, you know.
Oh, it's so nice.
Yeah.
So like as you start hitting the water, you like throw it up.
Yeah. As it's starting in the water, chuck it up in the air.
Roll me an athletics check to see how far you can throw the cat.
A real trick
Throw it
shot.
by the
this
tail.
jump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is quite the trick shot.
Okay, baby. Are you ready?
Here's yowling and cursing.
Yowling and cursing. Oh my gosh.
Wait. Oh, I didn't mean to roll for the cat.
Because the cat can talk,
Oh,
so I'm pretty
so
sure
you
the
need to
cat
click
is
on your
cursing his
token.
butt off.
How do I select my character token?
Left click your.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Got it. I
the
got
red
it.
Man. The one in red.
I got bonus with athletics, so this is gonna be a lot better.
You got bonus to everything.
I was like, dang, I thought my bonuses were higher, but makes sense. I was rolling for the
Yeah.
cat.
Not only did you manage to like throw the cat high enough, but you got the timing just right, so that as you like bob under the water and you go back up, as if it's kind of a weird sensation. You like have a super high amount of buoyancy almost. You ever like try to like dive under when you're wearing like arm floaties
Yeah.
or like a life vest? It's kind of like that. You go under and then you bob right back up until you're like standing above the water, and then you catch the cat.
Nice.
The cat still gets a bit wet because you're wet, but
He'll be
Better
it
than
fine.
fully
appreciates
wet.
your attempt. Yes.
What does the cat
Get
say?
off. Cats love water, right?
Please don't throw me again.
No promises.
No problem.
I say back to the cat. Who said you could talk? Who gave you permission to speak?
Jeez,
I
what
actually
the-
don't say that. Disclaimer.
That will hurt.
He rolls his eye.
Beat you down, man.
Okay.
So that is.
Ready, ZV?
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those are who
Worry
remain.
not. We will be just fine. Hold on. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, so what do I roll for?
Roll me an athletics check to carry Vivi.
He saw Ruko throw the cat. He's like, "Oh, that worked pretty good."
Oh.
No,
Like Frankenstein, I start connecting the thoughts.
Vivi's
Here we
gonna have
go,
a heart
Vivi.
attack.
I will throw both of us together.
It's not bad.
Hey.
Vivi's gonna have a heart
Rolls a
attack.
2. Rolls a 2. Sorry, Vivi. He threw Vivi. He threw himself, but left Vivi at the top.
So you're able to carry her. I guess here's a question for Gorgo because he was the first one. Which side of the river do you go towards?
Towards the left, and maybe you know what I do is I'll like go to the other side and like tie a rope to a tree or something, so in case anybody starts struggling with their swimming, I can like maybe throw a rope to them or something.
Ooh,
Well,
nice.
so as Ivory lands, he doesn't need to swim. He can just walk to shore.
Actually, Ivory can
Under
also.
the
Basically,
sea.
I'm just holding Vivi. Oh no, I sink.
Yeah, Ivory
Oh
can
my
also.
gosh, Vivi, get off! Vivi, hold on to you.
So Vivi,
Drowning her.
Quick question: Can
I'm
you
a
breathe
murderer.
underwater?
he doesn't need to breathe at all.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I don't need to breathe either.
It's gonna occur to me like while we're underwater, I'm like Vivi.
Yeah, Vivi,
should
roll me an
probably
athletics
breathe.
check to
Why?
break out of his grapple, as he's kind of drowning you now.
No.
He's
Oh, well.
unintentionally drowning
He's
you.
trying to help.
Oh, a natural
20.
20.
Hey.
Gotta note that down. That's important.
I don't even have any bonuses to my
Like-
athletics.
Like a bird reaching
it's-
out of
maybe
the
it's more
water
like
in all its majesty.
You just get.
You swear you can hear an
somehow-
echo of the god of might/death, and he's like, "Booyah!"
Nice.
You manage to wiggle your way and squeeze your way out of Ivory's grip and get back to the surface. And with that, I'll also say that you can swim to the side. Fine. Ivory, you are incapable of swimming.
Okay, no problem. Yes,
Um,
I was about to ask. Am I just going to climb along the riverbank?
Yeah, you're just gonna
I
walk.
am
You're
the
gonna walk across like the riverbed
creature.
to the sides.
I'm like, I'm from Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm just walking underneath.
Time for me to roll athletics because it's my turn now.
Yeah.
Come on, the water's fine.
Wow!
Lucky number 7.
Jesus.
You land on top of Ivory.
Number 7 with +6 bonus.
Oh yeah, I forgot that though. Roll again because you have disadvantage to swim.
Oh, gets a nat 20. Oh,
Heavy armor, man. Ivory doesn't have to swim because he's not.
I've made this mistake before. I've made this mistake before about the chainmail.
It's okay. What's the worst that could happen?
Okay, so that's
Okay.
better.
Okay.
So 13.
Okay.
You struggle, but you manage to make it to shore.
And Vivi is like, "Are you okay?"
Hands on her knees, like hunched over, like note to self, not the chainmail,
Not the chainmail.
Not the chainmail.
not the chainmail. I swear to God, there was in this other campaign where I'm playing a fighter who's wearing chainmail, and we had a water segment, and this entire time I forgot about my chainmail armor, and the DM gave me mercy.
You gave me mercy.
No mercy here, though.
No mercy.
Please, you
Like-
king.
Well, the other guy that's wearing chainmail is
Terrorist.
fetching like 800 pounds, so there's 800
And you
pounds
don't need to
is made of
breathe.
metal.
He don't need to
Yeah.
breathe. It's fine for him.
It's fine for him. I'm going to be roasted for weeks.
No.
That was a question. Will I have any movement impaired because of this as an after work? Become
Immediately after, because you're you used to be 800 pounds. Now you're like 1,000 pounds because of waterlogging. But after some time ashore, the water will drain out of you and you'll be fine.
Just start stepping with a boom each step as it just pours out of my joints. This is perfectly normal.
You sure about that soap?
But yeah,
We do not need to refill the canteens now. Just hold a cup underneath my elbow.
I'm gonna guess you guys make camp, or do you want to
Yeah.
keep going?
Yes, we make camp. That shit was. It sucks to walk around when you're all wet. To be fair.
It does.
Yeah, so let's dry off.
So you guys make camp.
Wee woo.
RP elements for level ups happen. Ruko, you become good friends with the cat.
Nice.
He's like, that was actually a pretty sick throw. Now that I think about it,
You're pretty cool, actually. You know what? First,
you're all right.
you had me in the first half. You know, just you were saying that you're just gonna throw me in there.
I was like, whoa! And he was like, whoa. Swimming with the jellies.
So Arabella, my question to you would be: how does you doing your Oath of the Ancients work in your character's mind?
Screaming into the
Exactly
void.
like that.
I imagine she was always really in tune with nature, and so, I imagine like they're setting up for camp for the night, and she kind of sets up her like little altar. There it is, and does her nightly rituals, and I guess something magical gonna happen there, like DM.
The birds
kind of
start
interesting
singing,
because,
the mice make us dress.
Nature itself is not. It's kind of weird because it's almost divvied between two gods. Because Shem and Anam, both of them kind of have like part of nature. As Anam has life, which is where you're from, is the great spirit of life and mind. Life, but Shem has large connections to, in what normal D&D games would be fey creatures, furbolg, satyrs, stuff like that.
Right.
They have like, Shem pretty much has like the magical aspect of nature. And it's actually rather interesting because you're fairly in between the two cities right now.
Talk.
RP actually makes sense in fiction.
Hey.
DM can BS really well. What? Ruko's rolling an
Can't
insight
relate.
check against me?
Actually calculated. This was no coincidence. This was planned.
Well,
Exactly.
also remember, like 2 sessions ago, these were the two that I had to swap because I was getting so confused about them.
Mhm.
So that's the other part of it. But yeah, there is no mistakes, only happy.
Happy trees.
Happy on
trees.
purpose.
Only happy thoughts.
Only happy thoughts.
Be happy. Don't worry.
And I guess in fiction, I just am possessed by like a ghost or something. I don't know what would turn
Actually,
me into
no.
it.
So I've actually thought about
Oh.
you, and it's interesting because recently you've been reminded that you're really old. And in some way you feel a connection to that, but also you feel a comfort. In the middle of the night, you'd wake up, and as you travel along the river, you find a familiar sight. 2 marked graves.
What?
don't think I
Okay.
don't know your backstory.
Oh no. Okay.
I don't even remember my backstory.
Gogo, I don't know if I gave them names or if you gave them names. But you find the marked graves that your father left behind of your
Oh no.
mother and sister.
I remember this spot. I remember this river. I wrote.
Yeah,
I
you're
had some
from
hard
the
times
town
here.
of Dimiel, which is not far away.
I sort of like kneel by it and like, I hadn't realized we were so close. It's been so long since I've been here.
I forgot, he's a rogue. He must have edgy backstory.
Yes.
I do.
Edgy backstory.
Cast Raise Dead on the 2 tombstones.
No, don't.
You don't have that
I don't have that spell, don't worry.
Gosh. My
Becomes
gosh,
an
it just-
necromancer.
But as you become familiar with your own aspect,
Oh yeah, I do have a spell.
your own like aspect of fate, and then also these graves, you feel, and also in meeting the great spirit of death himself,
Right.
you feel like you're now more aware of yourself. Almost as if you can, in some manner, control your very spirit. And that is your intro into the Phantom.
Just reflecting on the grave of my mother and sister,
You know what's sad about this is
and also how
like,
old I am.
And how
the sad,
you're supposed to be dead.
I
It's sad
should
that,
be
like,
dead.
no one dies, so like the fact that they died is either they died in violence, which is sadder.
Yeah. They got killed.
Let's not question the little things, you know?
They got
They got killed.
Oh, by who?
He doesn't know.
It's all in my backstory. If you want to read it,
I don't know if he can, but
I'll send it to you.
You just have like your journal, like, this is my backstory, guys, and you pass it to your party members. If you want to read it, go ahead.
for Ivory,
Uh,
you experience overnight. You experience serenity like you do most nights, as far as you're alone. Ruko can actually start hanging out with you during night because you both sleep for 4 hours. But
ooh, night buddies.
night, buddy. But Ivory, while you kind of dwell, you can start to hear a familiar clicking, a ticking of a clock. You understand that your internal mechanisms work similarly and can produce sounds like this. As almost like a replacement of a heartbeat, you have a clock-like heart instead. But for some reason, it's unusually loud and more audible than normal to you. And then as you like look out by some nearby trees, you can hear the ticking stop as
Oh goodness.
as an owl is mid-flight, and then slowly fly backwards until the
Oh
ticking
my
continues,
gosh, that's
and it continues
fine.
flying forward. So essentially the sensation of time going backwards for 15 seconds and then going back to forwards.
Oh goodness. I'm imagining Ivory would also just be curious and wondering what is going on. This is unnatural.
And almost like a new muscle, you learn that you have this new ability to impact the flow of time, and you innately know that with great power has great responsibility.
Wow.
I know,
Wow.
right?
You just had to say that.
Wow, man.
Just had to. I'm sorry.
You might get copyright struck for that.
You didn't even need an uncle or anything to tell you that. You just knew.
Correct.
Well, yeah. His god is the god of cause and effect. So,
Okay.
that
His
would be
god
something that is generally
canonically looks
ingrained
like
into
Uncle
them.
Ben.
Is like, you have a responsibility to protect in general, but law and time is the main things he tries to protect. So, Vivi,
Yes.
fun warlock times. You ready?
Oh no!
Okay, so you're gonna have a strange dream. It's kind of strange because it starts off as a dream, but it's kind of weird because there's nothing. Absolutely nothing. You see nothing. You feel nothing. Just darkness, blackness everywhere. You can't see yourself. You can't feel anything. You can't hear anything. It's nothing.
Just like my life.
Yep. And then you have a sensation of coming out of the water, similar to what you just experienced. However, it's very different because, first of all, you're nowhere near this body of water. And you have the strangest sensation of almost like a sensory overload, as one by one your eyes open. A lot of eyes open.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Strange that you
As
didn't.
you start to see from 15 different perspectives at once, which is really crazy to be able to see yourself looking at yourself, and to see from all these different perspectives at the same time. It's a very unnatural experience that you're not familiar with. Just based upon looking around, you can see that they're in 3 groups of 5, and that they are in different locations.
Okay.
As you would be able to identify them as gnolls,
Okay.
NULLs, Gnoll warriors, which is essentially foot soldiers of the Destroyer. With their characteristics: white bodies, black lines, and no face.
Okay.
And they crawl out of what looks to be leaking portions of the wall, as giant cracks have formed in certain places. You would be familiar with this portion in the north. You guys, the Nigrum Pond, which used to be the only leak. But you can tell that there's other places that have leaked. Probably because of that attack that happened last game. And they come out of these black ponds. And after a little bit, after each of the units have gathered together, they start to walk in a certain direction. I would like you to make me a intelligence saving throw.
All of us?
No, just Phoebe.
Go, baby, go.
10.
As these people start to move, and it's weird because they all move at the same time, you start getting nauseous from motion sickness, and you're not able to keep looking, essentially. You will wake up with a strange book on your chest.
What does the book look like?
It is a black leather book.
The tome.
The tome. With white pages. The whitest pages you have ever seen. Unnaturally white. Mostly because they don't have printer paper in ancient times. So it's kind of tannish usually, but this is white. And it's really weird because this book, you open this book up, and you can see the pages are blank. All of them. They're all blank. However, even though you stare at a blank page, you can understand what's on the page. So, for example, let me just pull up what spells you got. So, for example, you'd be like, you would pull up a blank, you would see a blank page, you'd be like, on page 4 is where Detect Magic, the ritual for Detect Magic starts.
Mm-hmm.
You can't, like, it's not like you flip into the middle of the book and you see, oh yeah, that's where no. You know it's on page 4. But there's no way that you could know it's on page 4, as there is nothing there. For some reason, you can look at this book and understand what's on the pages without seeing anything on the pages. The other thing becomes apparent the next day, which is the book seems to vanish on you a lot. The moment you're not thinking about it, the book disappears. Only to reappear the moment you go, where's my book? The moment the thought in your mind goes, where's your book? And the moment you start looking for it is when you find it. And it becomes really strange because it appears in places that don't make sense. Like it might, like wherever you generally are, it will appear. So, for example, if you walked into an inn and wondered where your book was, you would find it next to you on the table. When you just walked in the inn, there's no way you left it there. The other thing is, the only time other people can see the book is when you are directly using it. No one else will notice this effect.
Okay.
It's weird, it's off-putting, just like your patron.
Just like your old man.
Any questions about that?
Just like your old man.
I got the Necronomicon, guys.
Kind of. I have already thought of some interesting things I could do with you later involving IRL puzzles and riddles you could solve, but I don't know if that's something you'd be interested in.
Oh, I'm very much interested.
Okay. I'll have to prepare that then. I'll just have it appear in the book. I can now just do that. Oh, something appears in your book. But anywho, you would also understand that there are no warriors out and about now, which will be actively seeking to destroy the Great Spirits. So that's not gonna be fun.
Huh.
Yeah,
Would Vivi as a character know about this?
that's what the 15 perspectives were. Yeah. There's 3 squadrons of 5 null warriors, and you can see them marching. Or you can see kind of where they're marching. You couldn't figure out exactly where they were based upon locations, because motion sickness prevented you from sticking around.
Okay. So at least was like I am aware that there are no like soldiers
There are now
out there.
enemies afoot. There's now enemies around you. You don't know exactly where. You know they came from the wall. You would imagine that at least one of them are from Nigrum Pond. But
Okay.
the other ones are from other locations. So. Alright, so yeah, there's a lot of stuff I'm gonna be making for Vivi, unfortunately, for everyone else. But
Oh, this should be interesting.
ancient lore characters are always fun. Anyways, that'll be it. I will note that I will be moving those characters. You will not see them on the map, but where you guys go now will matter, as they will be traveling as well. So, in some way, you're on a clock. So,
Good to know.
yes. was kind of going to wait until the next time you guys slept to do that. So, yep. As you guys get up, what do you guys do?
Well, Vivi, of course, outright is going to be very interested in the book that just suddenly appeared on her chest.
It is your pack tome, as you probably have guessed.
I know.
It's very strange, the way that it works at all. You can tell it kind of makes you just think. It kind of like invites you to think deeply about certain topics, especially about nothing, because that's what destruction is nothing made manifest. Which is a really weird thing at all, actually. Nothing made manifest doesn't make any sense, but that's the paradox of its being.
But why nothing? Why are we here? What is the purpose? I must know.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a very weird being to serve because it's paradoxical in nature.
Just how I like it.
Yes. I don't want things to make sense. I don't want to make sense, but I do want it to make sense.
Wait a minute.
What?
Yes.
Brain hurting.
So yeah, what do you guys do in the morning?
When I wake up, I will. I mean, I guess I'm right near actually. You know what? I mean, like, I did have this sort of profound thinking thing about my family recently, but I don't know that I'd be like aware of what's going on as much. Maybe just sort of naturally, but I get to hear the whispers of the dead who are nearby, and I remember that my sister who died had a very maybe performance that could be she'll give me some knowledge in that, like a benefit. Like I'm just thinking about my sister, and for some reason I feel extra dramatic today.
Yes.
My sister is always
extra.
I'm just thinking about my sister, and it's like,
I'm thinking it's more dramatic, like a theater major.
yes, drama. Like, man, she was always so dramatic. But I'll take.
All right. Okay.
Gain proficiency in that. That's what I'll just be kind of pensive, kind of brooding, I guess. Moody. Yes. Exactly. You get it.
Alrighty. Anyone else? Ruko and Ivory, what do you guys do while everyone else is sleeping?
Talk to the cat, I guess.
Yes, we're gonna chat with the cat.
Okay, what do you guys talk to the cat about?
Um,
Cat's
What it was
starting
like in the
conversations.
beginning. What was it like in the beginning? Goes for the deep question.
Okay, let me get my dice out. So questions.
Oh boy.
Lore questions. It has to roll. It has to roll to check if it can even remember stuff because of its current situation. Okay. It'll think for a bit, and then I'll make it do a history check. It passed the first check, and it has to make a second one. Okay. It's weird. It almost is like a cycle. Time It's circular almost. I think in the beginning it was fairly similar to the way it is now. With the Black Sea expanding far into the distance. I don't remember how it went away though.
Interesting.
Okay, Ruko, lighten the mood with something clever and witty.
Well, where do you think we should go next, Kat?
Meh.
Any advice? Oh God, Kat.
Persuasion check.
Oh boy. Oh, I have to persuade my own pet familiar if it'll help me or not.
Yeah, I mean it's conscious. I'll do whatever it will.
Well,
Yeah, have you ever owned a pet?
have you ever owned a cat?
Specifically a cat.
That's true. You guys are right. You're right.
Oh.
Oh, what do I see? A natural 20?
Aren't you glad I
What?
asked you to make
This
a
cat
persuasion
can't
check?
say no to me.
Oh man, I'm glad that I made you roll that because that's another point. Now let me think. I have to think about what I, the DM, think is the best because that's essentially what you just asked.
Hmm.
If you think about it.
True.
So,
And with that, Robert realized a new idea. He was going to take over the cat.
Well, we definitely should go and to Shukyao, as the other two will make it really difficult for that great spirit to become stronger without our help. But it would be best to do so with a good breakfast. You two should cook up something for the rest of the group.
What would you care to eat?
Well, since I don't need to eat food anymore, you know, I kind of like lost what was good to cook anymore.
Ruko,
Well,
Mr.
you will
Muffin
assist-
Man.
Don't
Ruko,
eat.
you will
The
assist
two-
me in preparing a meal worthy of our honored guest.
The
Sure.
two
Be
people who
lying.
don't need to eat are the ones who cook for us.
Yes, they have the most time.
Fingers crossed we do this well.
So yeah, he would like both of you to cook.
The cat has spoken.
Yes.
Yeah, he's gonna view him as an equal now. Maybe even slightly above him, thinking that he's seen the great beyond.
Now, what can we put in their food that, you know, like
French
messes
food.
with them?
So Ruko, you could do a survival check to hunt.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I am really good at like getting food. I could also make berries,
I can
so
hunt too. All the deer run away. Actually, it's better that Ruko does the hunting.
I can make some berry pie. Mmm.
Mm.
Ooh.
Do a
Breakfast
survival
pie.
check to hunt for some food. Or scavenge or whatever.
Let's see. Would that be in
Out of skills.
skills? I'm trying to look for it, but I don't see a scavenge or survival. There it is. Got it. Boom.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to forage up some. Do you want like? Are you trying to look for more for berries or like meat or stuff?
Meat. I can make berries.
You
Oh
can
yeah,
make
that's right.
10 berries.
We're gonna need more than that.
You're gonna need
But
more
they're
than that.
nutritious berries, okay? Mind you.
They're extremely
They
nutritious berries.
require more.
But to make a pie, you need more
I
berries.
would probably offer those to the cat, regardless if the cat eats it or not. I'm
It could be like a
afraid we'll
garnish for
need
the meat.
more. Garnish?
Yeah, you can find yourself a deer to kill.
Nice.
Good hunting, my friend.
Yes, hunting is very plentiful in these parts. And for Ivory, make me a performance check to cook.
Okay. Nice.
Ivory, you as well.
I'm on it. Okay, here we go. Performance.
If I
Here we
cook
go,
better
baby.
than you, that's just sad.
That'll be impressive. The dead man. He must cook better than me. You dare.
The dead man cooks better than the robot. Not too surprising. The dead man did used to taste things.
Yeah,
That
like
is also
a week
true.
ago.
I do not even know what it is to taste, but I will still try.
Not. Yeah, they're pretty comparable. They're
So
they're
close.
pretty similar. Yeah. The rest of you wake up to the smell of great food.
Two competing cooks.
There's a food wars going on. You guys eat well. I might give you guys a stat buff because of that.
Hmm.
Nice.
I'm going to give you
cook so
guys
well.
10 temporary hit points each.
Oh wow.
And I'll even
Well, we
include the
we
two-
don't get temporary hit points, right? Because we don't actually eat the food.
You can eat, you don't have to.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll eat it then.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I won't say no to temporary hit points.
So,
You almost
I'm
did.
not sure if that would help me or not, actually. What did Robert?
the food itself doesn't help you. It's just the fact that. So, for the two people that don't need to eat, it could also be a combination of the fact that you're just proud of what you've done. Like the food you've made.
Okay, that works for me.
He subsists on pride.
That sounds like Ruko. Sounds pretty accurate.
Cannot deny.
So everyone should have that. Unfortunately, Azak doesn't have a temporary hit point column, so I can't give it to him. So he's not a person. He doesn't count.
I just ate a squirrel a second ago.
So what
How
do
do you eat a squirrel a second ago for like the first one's up?
He's a
Azak?
cat.
The cat?
Oh, the cat.
Do you
I
think?
thought, oh,
Do you think the
Not
cat
me.
needs to sleep at all?
I don't know.
No, he
Does the
doesn't.
cat need anything? Azak, do you require anything?
No. I'm good. Thank you, though. I'm sure it will help the rest of the group. As it looks like he seems all the stronger for it anyways, so. Anyways, what do you guys want to do? What do you guys do? It's morning. Arabella, I'm assuming you're camping with Vivi.
Yeah.
You see a strange book.
Yes, and Vivi is, of course, looking at it as normal and as usual, so you might think of it as any of her normal books that she carries.
It is the
Yeah,
nicest
I was
looking
gonna be
book
like,
any of you have seen. That is the
Yeah,
weird
probably
thing, is it is an
Burn it.
extremely nice looking book.
Arabelle
What?
been like, did we always have that book? Like in confusion, like she's aware that like Phoebe so long, but it's also like, you always had a book.
Why does it have "Made in China" on the back of the book?
God!
If I might... Hey, Robert,
Yes.
could Ivory toss a intelligence check, seeing if he might recognize any symbol or hint that this book is otherworldly?
Well,
Shoot.
Ivory isn't with Vivi at the current moment, so
Oh, he's not? Oh, never mind. When he is!
When he is.
No, why is he?
Why is Gamora?
Yeah.
well. Anyways, to continue on, Vivi would have basically be looking at the book, like, you know, her attention kind of just like taken over by the book essentially, and then snaps out of it when she hears like Arabella's voice, like, "Huh? What?"
I said, did we always have that book? I don't remember ever seeing it before.
Oh, it's a new book. It's just something I recently picked up. But
That sounds
I
nice.
did have some concerns. You know how sometimes with dreams, they seem to appear more real than they should?
Sometimes, I guess. Yeah. Why?
Well, in my dreams, I saw these strange creatures. Half hyena, half man. All white.
They're not gnolls, like D&D gnolls. They're humanoid, like people. Just,
All white.
yeah, they're
Oh.
all white. They generally look
Oh,
human.
I heard gnolls. I'm like,
Yeah,
I know it's like this the gnoll
unfortunately-
things, but I'm like,
Gnoll sounds like gnoll. No, they're not hyena people. They're
Null
yeah. That's I
Yeah.
spelled it. Yeah.
anyways.
rather than.
I
bad
guess
guys.
redact that then.
Yes, that's why I was
Redacted.
correcting you. Half hyena, half person. Like, eh.
I was like, oh, he's gonna lie about what he saw.
Furry.
Why would you lie that they're
furry.
animal people?
Filthy animals.
But I saw these
You guy like one.
strange. I wouldn't know to say creatures. They seem to have no emotion, nothing, all pure white. As if every little thing has been drained out of them, marching in order from the wall.
Arabella like gives her a confused look, tilting her head a bit and says, "Well, that's ominous to say the least." Oh, kind of like laughing nervously. Well, not that nervous, but just like awkwardly laughing. Yeah. And he says, "Well, it's not comforting to say, but there always could be a possibility." I mean, we're on this grand journey for the spirits. It wouldn't be surprising to encounter something concerning, to say the least.
She kind of sighs for a bit. She looks at the book before she closes it with like, and then she kind of like stops thinking about it for the moment, so it like disappears from her hands magically. She puts her hands on her lap. Well, I just know that whatever this dream was, and whatever those things were, I have no idea. I just know it might be bad.
Well, as much as
You
it
just
is
saw the
bad-
book disappear in front of you, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Arabella's just kind of like, magic.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
moment
let's
he
go with
closes
that.
the book vanishes. For
Uh-huh.
Arabella, it sticks around, but the moment he stops, Arabella stops. No, the moment Vivi stops thinking about the book is the moment that she it leaves her sight. But for everyone else, like when the book closes, it vanishes.
Yeah, I imagine Arabella's just like,
It's kind of weird because you can like see it as it like slowly fades away.
Even worse,
Neat.
even better. She's just kind of like, doesn't really respond to it. Just kind of like, in her brain, she's like, okay,
Weird book.
magic, cool. All right,
Magic
that's
book.
not concerning. That's fine. And then she
This
moves
is
on
fine.
to
This is
actively
fine.
saying, as much as it is bad, we do have comrades here with us, and hopefully we could all work together to overcome these obstacles. It should be fine.
I hope so.
It'll be okay. Besides, I always have your back. It'll be fine.
Yeah. We always have each other's back.
So wholesome.
Mm.
We should meet with the others.
Yeah, let's see what kind of food they scrambled up. Oh, Jesus. Oh, gods. Let's see what food they got.
I like Ivory's cooking.
Ivory's cooking is good. Ivory's cooking is good. I
Ivory,
will
not
admit
Ruko.
They don't know that's Ruko cooking.
Sad day.
So they will find out when they go out and see, though.
We'll go ahead and meet out with the others then.
I guess I'll also tell everyone what the cat told me that we should do first. So everyone's on the same page.
Hell yeah.
And we should all listen to the cats, because he's God. So, can't go wrong
A
there.
god with amnesia.
Fair enough.
As they kind of approach, and Vivi sits on down, Vivi will turn over the cat. Excuse me?
Kit Kat.
Yes?
What do you know about white, soulless, almost dead-like creatures?
They're called marshmallows.
Oh yes,
Like-
my great enemy, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Don't do it. It'll come for us. Stay puft,
I remember them being bad.
I remember being bad. Not 100%, but I think they're bad.
I ask this because I've had a
Thanks,
dream-
Captain Obvious.
Did they have
I asked-
wings?
No wings, but they were marching,
Definitely not angels then.
From- and they were coming from the wall.
Definitely not angels.
Definitely not angels. Yeah, definitely not good. Thank you for telling me,
What?
though. I'll keep my eye out for them.
Do you know what they are?
Bad?
Excellent
Yes,
answer.
yes, but obviously you know, and I wish to know.
Don't remember too many details.
Vivi will kind of stare at him for a little bit before saying, "Okay."
Phoebe versus the cat. It's staring contest.
The cat is 100% smarter, if it can remember, and he did not remember that. I essentially have to roll to see if he remembers what you're asking, and then I can do a check.
I know, but still, it's just like Vivi is just like,
Squints.
Hmm.
Suspicious.
But the cat is your early warning system on stuff like that, so. But the cat will notify you when someone gets in within a certain radius. When one of them gets in a certain radius, and like how powerful they are. Roughly. But the cat has only got one seal removed, so it's not the best. As more seals are removed, it's going to be he'll be unlocking more of his memories and becoming more powerful, stuff like that. So, but yeah, anything else you guys want to do?
uh,
I think we should just start heading.
We heading out. We've all been. We going. Yeah, we going. I forgot.
We going places.
We going places. We're going home. Quote,
What can you guys? Maybe Gorgo would ask them about their hometown a little bit. Like, what's the place like? What's the last time you guys left? It's been a long time since I've been on this side of the world.
Plate.
What's this side of the plate? What's
On this side of the flat Earth.
on this side of our flat Earth?
As far as you guys know, yeah, the Earth is pretty flat.
DM, how?
Knew it.
Yeah, of course.
What do we? How's the culture in this town, in our hometown?
So it's the races that dominate are Loxodon and gnomes. And it's a kind of what you would imagine a elf civilization to be more like, with a lot of like tree houses and canopy living. Generally, the gnomes live up there, and then there's like more permanent housing on the ground level for Loxodon. Generally, it's kind of like gnomes live in the treetops, and then anywhere else where they can fit, and then Loxodon kind of have more permanent housing, based upon the fact that they're literally elephant people.
Elephant
Sorry,
people.
you said the gnomes would just go anywhere where they fit, and I just saw a gnome just trying to fit into like this tiny
'cause,
crevice, like a
in
child. It's like,
typical D&D, there's forest and rock gnomes. So the forest gnomes literally live in the trees, and the rock gnomes live in smaller houses on the ground or in hills and such. So it's a lot of gnomes. Loxodons are also there. They're and some of the portions of the tree housing is built strongly enough for the Loxodon as well. And I mean, not all of it's rope bridges and such. They have an ability to like shape trees to make it suitable. So there's some tree houses where it's literally a tree with a hole that people can live in. It's a very elven, a stereotypically elven situation.
interesting.
Yes. As the spirit of life in mind, they have a large respect for history and knowledge, compared to everywhere else, essentially.
Stares at Vivi.
So essentially, the world's largest library is also there. It is also the forest of Huji is the largest forest that you guys are aware of as well. I know the map doesn't show it, but there's forests sporadically across the world, but the forest of Huji is the largest.
It's my place to be.
Yeah.
And Vivi is known to generally be a very, very huge regular at the library there.
Practically raised there.
Yep.
Do you have any unpaid library fines that we should know about before we go in?
Actually, no.
Oh, impressive.
In fact, I get all my readings for free.
Yeah, it's hard to have a fine if it's free.
That's what a thief would say. Isn't that right, Rupert?
Yeah. Very
That's what a thief
good
is.
point. Good point.
All right. Well, let's go then.
How tall are the elephant people, if I might ask?
How tall are the what?
Loxodon?
The elephant people.
They're rather large, actually. They don't have. There's not a large number of them, as they don't have a lot of children, generally speaking. They live rather old, even among the gnomes. And they have excellent memory.
We're going to meet Babar.
So They are comparable to Arabella and your height. The other thing is, that might be like with them fully like tall, they tend to have a bit of a hunch.
Oh.
So
they're as tall as Arabella when they're hunched.
no, when they stand up straight, they would be like
Oh, okay.
that. But they're a bit more hunched over, so they end up being more closer towards like 5-ish feet,
Okay.
5 to 6
That's a
feet.
big hunch.
They are pretty big in general.
Yeah.
They're big boys.
But yeah. Ruko, roll me a survival check with advantage to navigate them through the forest.
Will do.
Because you're a forest ranger, so you get
Oh,
advantage. Aren't you glad?
that's terrible. Oh, it's better. Dang. oh, that was
You get immediately lost and you never come.
Game over.
That's where I would let the other 2 people who've lived here also get to roll, because they might not be as good as a ranger, but they're somewhat familiar with these forests.
I've been in this forest before, haven't I?
Yeah, this is at the start of the game. You were from this forest.
Yeah.
This is where you've been Robin Hooding,
Yeah.
or just robbing.
That's my tree right there.
I was mugged behind that tree. I mugged someone behind that tree. I remember killing someone
I
behind that
peed
tree.
on that branch, in that bush.
Oh god.
Man, I remember that time where I used to sleep in that tree and a raccoon attacked me. Oh man, that sucked.
Maybe that's why he wants the cat. You remind
Defeat
me
the raccoons.
of traumatic times.
So yeah, as you
It'd be
guys,
pretty sad if I got owned by a raccoon.
it was back in your old days. You're better now.
Thanks for
No
the
raccoon is any match.
yeah.
Man, I can't wait until we like do. I might do some stupid epilogue stuff with you guys. Just have you guys fight
Oh, boy.
stupid enemies.
Raccoons.
Raccoonzilla.
Oh my gosh. It's your old friend.
King
Raccoon, it has an instant death attack, so if it hits you, you're
Oh
dead.
my gosh.
Oh,
That's called rabies.
let's see.
Yeah.
I know at one point that a friend of mine was talking to me about a creature that he designed.
Mm.
It's a homebrew creature, and I forgot it's called a gloom bird or something like that. And essentially, he just is basically all he casts is just level 9 meteor swarms.
My gosh.
That's not fun. I want you guys to fight like stupid memes like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Oh no!
Just like a giant
Think
guy
of
with like
that
1,000 hit points.
Find the stats for it.
Just a big meat shield.
It has a secret weakness to if you guys manage to get 4 ray spells off simultaneously.
You have to cross
Ah.
streams.
Yeah. But that would require
I
like
volunteer we just have BB throw fireballs at him.
it's a lot of fireball. It's a lot of marshmallows, man.
Roko can shoot arrows.
Oh, yeah. So essentially, it has the copycat ability where it copies any spell that it sees. So if you cast something, it can cast it at the same turn.
I kind of like that, as in, I've tried like one time, like I want to make a D&D monster that is essentially Kirby.
It has an AC of 25, only has 12 HP, and
And
it
it
does absolutely
smashes like someone's a giant sword.
it does absolutely crap for like damage for like strength or anything like that, but as a is insane.
Okay.
And towards that'll come later. We'll fight this sucker.
No,
Level
I
9
do have
Fireball,
like,
level 9 Lightning Bolt, Dimensional Door, Counterspell.
if you guys win the campaign, for the epilogue, I was thinking I'll just have you guys fight the gods.
Oh, okay. Just one by one.
Oh, is that all?
That's all. Yeah, just fight the gods.
Okay.
Do note that
No.
their CR at max power varies between 20 to 40. So, I thought a lot about today, actually. I'd have you fight the Mortal 3 first, all 3 of them, because they're the weaker ones. So, and then have you fight the elemental duos in sets of 2, with opposites with each other, and then you would fight one-on-one with Chaos Law and then Creation. So
Oh,
just be like a
spoilers.
series of boss fights. Well, you have no idea what the bosses will be like. Spoilers, I know. But it's also like so far away that like I could change my mind on how I want to do it, but
True. So anyway, we're going to the town, right?
Yeah.
Have we made it yet?
yeah, I'd say you guys make it to the town. It's
Awesome.
it's very interesting because it's like the town is like 2 to 3 layers as far as like elevation. There's like a ground layer and like 2 different like canopy layers almost. So there's like a strange dynamic as far as like sometimes you have to like get up into the trees to get somewhere. You know, the gnomes do what they do best, making weird stuff.
Is there any gnomes nearby we can like talk to?
Yeah, sure.
Ask directions? Or I guess you guys actually, you know, Arabelle and Vivi, they should just lead the way.
Yeah, we know the way.
Just lead the way.
So where are you guys
So
going?
lead the way.
I don't know, where do you guys want to go?
Talk to the spirit of mind, right? Life.
Yeah, life.
Or I guess
Okay.
we could ask around and see if there's anything from somebody else, but I feel like she's probably gonna tell us what's up. Or he, I can't
They unknown.
It. Mind.
What does Vivi
Okay,
remember
okay.
from the spirit that hosts?
You'd be familiar that it's kind of reclusive. It doesn't go out much. It's actually kind of mysterious. It doesn't appear much or say much. And by appear or say, I mean even its like representatives don't really say or do much. Your understanding is it's essentially dormant most of the time.
Dormant.
Okay.
But is there like an altar or like a place where, you know, the spirit would be?
Yeah, there's a place the spirit would be. There's like a there's like a burrow. There's like a burrow near the edge of town on the far side. Be over here.
Okay. Well,
Where the burrow goes down into the ground quite a bit.
okay. Then I guess we'll go over to that direction if everyone's in agreement.
Send it.
The burrow... Well, one moment as I think about that consequence. The burrow is normally guarded by 2 large loxodons. However, they don't stop you. They let you through. They look at you guys and kind of recognize you for some reason, and they let you through. You would know this
Awesome.
is unusual behavior, the Arabella and BV, but as previously, apparently your presence is known. You don't think about it too much.
Okay. So we go through. What happens? What do we see?
You'd come across a set of stone doors. And in front of the doors would be like a kind of would be like a small, almost living quarters for what you could probably presume to be a servant or the representative of some kind. And you'd see a servant standing there and he's like, how can I help you? It will be a gnome, female gnome, I guess.
All right.
Named Rasha?
No, unfortunate.
Dang it.
Gorgo, he'll start singing. He says, we've come to help the great spirit of mind, to come and save all of mankind. So I don't know, let's just burst into song. We've come and traveled from far across the land,
I imagine everyone's
and
like,
leave
looking
it
at him
in all of our capable hands.
and they're just like,
then he
bows.
Oh man, what are you
Plus
doing?
3, right? Plus 3, right? Because I don't actually have proficiency on here, but I do for
Oh.
today.
It would be a +2. You're still only level 4. I'm pretty sure your proficiency
dang it.
is still a +2.
Okay. So
It's actually not as bad as it sounded, and it even rhymes.
that's right.
It actually wasn't as bad as it sounded.
How dare you.
I think
How
he's
very dare you.
roasting you.
How very dare you? That was such a good song that I just can't. How could you say
Yeah,
that song?
I
that
actually
song was
enjoyed
amazing.
it. So
That song was amazing.
It was a good song.
It was a good song, but also out of place.
I've got performance right now. I want to use it.
Yeah. So
This is so
she is immediately taken out of back for the sudden scene. But
she's
then
not interested in you.
Oh, that day. Nice
gets
try,
somewhat
man.
flattered and will like, one moment, and she'll go in to the stone doors, and if this is anything like Docha, prepare the Great Spirit for company. Second.
Wait, I forgot. So we also have to. I'm just like remembering stuff. I'm sorry. So we're going to the. Like we have to go to the Primal 6 and Mortal 3, right?
So you don't actually need to go. Well, yeah, for the seals you do.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Okay. Gotta
Curses.
backtrack through some towns later.
One second. I didn't quite have the details fleshed out, so I'm thinking those through right now. Okay. As you guys As you guys... Is there anything you guys want to do while you guys wait?
Gosh,
Think up some more rhymes.
Oh my god!
Write down more rhymes. Got it.
Yeah, write down in my book some. Hey, I got one. No, maybe he doesn't even. He seems kind of like surprised that he just burst out into song for no reason. But yeah.
While you guys wait, Ruko, you have an unsettling feeling.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You're the spirit of death.
Yeah. You have an unsettling feeling as you start seeing snippets of fighting and battle in Baslarad against these strange white beings. Only for them to be erased.
Interesting.
This lasts a few minutes, and it's part of it's probably on the way to town, to be honest. But it's very strange as you feel souls literally just be erased.
Can I talk to my, god death buddy about this battle? Maybe he knows more about it.
Yeah. Roll me a religion check to see if you have enough service.
Like cell service?
Pretty much.
No! He was
You're
on
not
the
very
third
religious,
team!
man.
What the heck? I'm like his right hand man!
You're like
Sad
across
day.
the world in a cave.
Oh.
You're going under
Okay.
into a tunnel.
Well,
It's not that he's not listening. It's you're not very familiar with this. You weren't super religious before, anyways.
Oh. True.
Yeah. So it's like,
Okay.
and you
Well,
can kinda
I guess I'll
get
talk to the
a somewhat
cat,
of an
then.
understanding that he's very busy trying to keep things under control.
Him being really busy is kind of hard to believe, to be honest.
Well, the city's under attack, so yeah.
I
That's
guess
the
he
settling that
could
you
use
got.
that excuse.
The city's under attack. I am somewhat busy right now.
Fine, I'll let him off the hook this time.
Oh my god.
He'll tell you about it later, though.
Oh.
You just don't hear about it as it's happening. After some time, the doorway will open. And... oh my goodness, let me... reference chart. And Nam will see you now.
Vivi would bow her head over to no, thank you.
Arable kind of does the same gesture before moseying on inside the Vivi.
I do a very elaborate and flowery bow.
Like,
As you guys enter the chambers, it's not very furnished, actually. It is predominantly has a bed, and in the bed still is what looks to be a you're not actually sure if it's a gnome or just a young child with blonde hair. But it, regardless of whatever race it might be, it looks rather young. And it looks like it's very drowsy. It's like rubbing its eye.
me.
Yeah. And it's like... Welcome to Shukiao.
Feel very welcome.
Go read the
You hear me?
scriptures,
You hear me
You need
taking a
to
deep
relate.
breath as if beginning to inhale for a song.
So God.
Do you want to sing?
I mean,
To the snowman.
I was gonna wait for someone to see if they were gonna stop me, but if not, then yeah, definitely I'll sing a song. All right, sure. Let's say. Oh man, I don't have any more rhymes. I actually didn't think of rhymes. Say, it's an honor to meet you, great spirit of mind. We hope we can help you, and a job we can find. I'm sure you've noticed all over the land. Many changes have happened, and we'll do what we can. I think that might have been the same rhyme I did last time,
Something
but
similar, yeah.
yeah, well.
Roll me
Anyways.
performance.
Oh no.
Very well.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I just rolled advantage for you. Same result though.
Same result though. It wasn't a very good song. She heard the other one from outside and was like, "You already said that."
That is a total of 10 with proficiency though. So
Okay.
it looks like it wakes up a bit. Thank you for the performance.
Anytime. I'll bow. But I did mean what I said. We're here to help. How's it going? How are you? How you feeling?
Tired.
You see,
Yeah, you seemed a little tired. I didn't want to say anything. It seemed a little rude, but yeah, you seem kind of tired.
It has been quite some.
Why is that?
Just like I have, the world has laid dormant for some time. But it appears it is waking up, just like I am. Yawns.
Does she ever like react to my cat at all? Because it's like, God,
It has
does she
not
know or
It is not noticed.
fail?
It is just a pretty kitty.
Does she ever react to Jacob being like the servant of death or whatever?
Shh,
does
you
get-
weren't supposed to remind him.
He does get a bit of an eye, but he's pretty tired.
Oh.
Too tired to be upset.
Too tired to be upset. Okay. Well, that's a good thing, I guess.
It happens.
All right. I'll say you're right. Yes, the world is shifting. The balance in the world is shifting, as I'm sure you felt. And we've been tasked with setting things right. And we've been able to assist the other two mortal three, and we're here to assist you, help you regain some of your strength.
Alright. Do you have any ideas on how to do this?
Wouldn't they have a better idea how to do that? Shouldn't they
tell
know what
me.
makes them stronger or weaker?
They do, but I'm also open up for ideas for what you guys think you can do. So I have ideas, yes, but I have things I can set up. But if you think of your own, it might be better.
Well, you are the spirit of mind, right? Is there something that you have always been curious about, or something that you don't know, some deep lore that you haven't, a question you haven't been able to answer?
How would I know?
Perhaps
I
you'd
don't
want
know.
us to. Would you perhaps want us to sort and clean around the library?
Odon is there, isn't he?
Yes, he's still keeping to the books.
I haven't seen him for quite some time. I should visit him next time.
Although
Oh,
it
my
does feel
apologies.
like much time has passed. It's only been a few days.
It really has only been a few days.
That's true.
I mean, time is subjective.
True. That is very true. As far as your inquiry, that could help, yes. But I don't know what I don't know. You'd have to present information, and I would have to tell you if I know it or not.
If I may ask, strong spirit of knowledge and wisdom, what wisdom do you seek? All things seek to learn.
Yes, that is what I represent, the desire to learn.
What do you crave to find?
Everything.
Everything. Just,
Well, that backfired.
yeah.
So,
What
Uh,
is it?
Vivi and the spirit just like answer everything.
Okay, Vivi,
Maybe-
it's all up to you.
I'll point to the cat and say, we have potentially with us is somebody who knows a lot about the beginning of and history.
He
Perhaps
requires assistance to remember.
he does require assistance, remember, but perhaps if you ask him something, we'll get lucky and he'll be able to remember it. It's worth a shot. I'd try it if I were you.
He will stare at the cat. and sigh.
Ow.
Now recognizing the cat. And think on it. It's like, I am not sure. For the cat is being punished. However, if the punishment is not lifted, others may be punished for its folly.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Do you mind if I ask why he is being punished?
I know you are well read. Are you familiar with the war?
I know quite a bit, but not all of it.
A few of us are aware of the war.
The war was against the Destroyer and at the end, Chaos. It was united defense, with the exception of creation, who would not partake. Once we have won, he was punished for his inactivity. His laziness. Does that make sense?
He failed to do his duty.
Especially as the sole opponent of destruction. Yes.
I had a dream just the day before, where soldiers of pure white marched from the wall. Pale, no emotion. A bad omen to which I think.
Yes. Do you know...
I've
Is it from Nilgrim Pond?
yes.
That's unfortunate news. I'm sure
Which
it's
is
probably
also
on its
why-
way here now. As even if it wanted to go somewhere else, this is one of the few places it could go up the plate.
So it was real.
It appears the attack is happening again.
Yay!
It sighs again,
So
putting its head in its hands. I guess the punishment needs to be lifted then. Hopefully this time it's learned something.
It sweats slightly at the fact that he has amnesia.
Yeah, so you know, like, they're punished for a crime, but then you can't remember, you know, the reason for it. So it's like, do you really learn anything?
the sigil's on his
They don't
collar.
even-
It
The sigil's
remember
on his collar.
it does not remember much now, as it is not whole. But when it is, it will remember all.
I'll ask Azak, like, do you think that you would fight this time around? I mean, just like from where your mind's at right now.
Ooh, okay, let's see. Does it remember why it didn't fight last time? That's the real question. That's a natural one.
Sure.
Yeah,
That is a
I don't see
fucking
why not.
clue.
Yeah, sure. I'll fight.
Sure, why not? I mean, y'all been pretty chill with me. You gave me food. Y'all gave me pets. You especially gave me nice pets.
Good pets. Good pets.
That's right.
I gave you the first pets.
Never forget.
Never forget
Never
the pet.
forget.
So yeah,
Vivi will kind of like look down and thought for the moment before she looks back up to Spirit. I know that we had just recently just came in, and we are relatively still guests. Apart from Arabella and I, we have been here for quite a bit ourselves.
yes.
I do ask, would you be willing to take off one of the seals should we fulfill our tasks ourselves?
Yes. As much as creation did not assist directly, he was neutral. At worst, nothing will come from it, and it costs me nothing. So, yes.
Thank you.
And so we still need to try and figure out a way that we could help the spirit of life and mind, more or less.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, is there something that you will have require or need of us since we are here?
Well, if you cannot think of a certain way to help me, there are a few ways that I can think of.
The question is there anything that we could come up with which would be beneficial than like the best method that the god knows? Unlikely.
I mean, is there
are a
maybe
few, actually? I've started to think of a few, but the
spirit of life? Could we plant a bunch of trees or something?
I mean,
Hey,
you have to think of a method that both combines both mind and life, and try to do something
Well-
like that.
Like, give birth to a child?
And then teach the child. There you go. You're on the right track.
So that being said,
Who wants to be
Gorgo, do you have
pregnant?
any children?
Yes. I'll
Who
be
wants
thinking,
pregnant or not?
who wants
Pregnant.
pregnant or not?
Pregnant or not.
Oh no.
Gorgo, did you have children?
He doesn't
Did your
remember.
children have children?
I don't think
Oh.
I don't know about any children that I have.
You
Such a
got
barred
any-
answer.
I don't-
Right?
Not that
None that I know
of.
for. None that I know of.
At one point, fucks a dragon and doesn't even remember.
Potentially.
That'd be kind of crazy. There's only like 2 dragons, so and they're both gods.
I don't remember. I don't know.
Oh, Gorgo, you nasty man.
Oh my gosh. What
Maybe
am
a
I
little.
listening to? What is this madness?
This is world building.
World building. Yep.
World building. My height.
Quote unquote.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't think that that's a valid option. I don't know.
Honestly, Arabelle is just finding like community service work. She's used to like farming and laborers work in this town.
Well, we never know what exactly the spirit of mine will want us to do. Specifically, how this is spirit, and we're kind of dealing with a world-ending threat. So I think planting trees is our last priority.
Listen.
Yeah. You guys could acquire
I don't know
some
if we'll
points
have
doing
time.
community service like work, but like generally speaking, helping out these great spirits will require a sacrifice of some kind. That's generally how it works. With a few exceptions usually, but for things that like benefit both parties. But
Yeah. So, anyone got ideas? Or are we just gonna ask away?
Well,
Guess it's
let's
gonna be a
we can find out what the
random-
god has planned first, and then we could see if we could
Well, we
add
can-
to it or change it.
Yeah, tweak it a little. Yeah.
okay, so now I think one of these will be character familiar. Donate auto death saving throw failure, similar to the one that Death had. Drain. Everyone loses 10 HP permanently. And regrowth, which has a reincarnation effect on one person.
What does that mean?
Someone dies and then they come back to life as another form.
Yep.
You could become a flower or something awesome.
Ha! Wonder what happened to me if I did that.
Oh, hey!
You come back as a pickle? I don't know.
A
I'm trying to think
pickle.
of something
No,
that
I mean,
could
just
be
think
dead,
I'm
but it's
partnered with the god
preserved.
of death, and then I decide to be reborn. You probably hate
He's
me
not
though.
gonna like you.
I mean,
Or he might
there's
congratulate you.
always Gorgo.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a good
It would
Yeah,
on
I'm-
Gorgo to solve his problem. So that would be
Yeah,
the one
that-
that would actually work for both parties. However, you would likely no longer be a halfling. So you'd lose your halfling traits. Just telling you that.
Well, you know,
Prefer to
in
be
about
dead
a
halfling or
in
alive
about a
person?
month, I wouldn't be a halfling anyway. So
I would be dead!
Nay.
so honestly, that doesn't sound too bad to me. I think I'll. Would I lose all my levels too?
No.
Would I start as just a level 1 new thing? Oh, well then yeah, shoot.
Yeah.
That would
Really?
suck.
No,
I mean, I'm not so like. Listen, I believe in, you
The
know,
greater
loving yourself, and body positivity. But I'm not all that attached to being a halfling. I could take it or leave it. I say, shoot, go for it.
Yeah, one sec while I pull up my cool.
Random species generator.
Essentially, yeah.
Oh my god.
Can't believe we're actually doing this.
Because
Woo!
the reincarnation from the book doesn't have enough races, so.
Did you just slap in all the races?
At one point in time, yeah, it was all the races.
But now.
You become an inanimate object.
I become a dragon.
Dragonborn.
Okay, so I gotta roll a percentile table.
Oh no. Woohoo! Woohoo!
You become your favorite fruit. Neat.
Yes.
3. Okay. Interesting. What?
Like interesting, good, or
You become a demigod. That'd be nice.
I become a solar.
You'll be becoming a furbolg.
This I gotta hear. This sounds interesting. Tell us what a furbolg is.
Furbolg, 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 furbolg!
They are a form of giantkin, with a aspect towards protecting nature.
While you're swallowed.
From small
I do find that
to
kind of ironic.
tall.
Mhm.
This on the smaller end is like what, 6 feet? That's the smaller end of it.
Yeah, they're pretty big. They have
I'm a furbolg rogue.
they have human aging. Okay, so let's see. Let's pull out the compendium.
Oh my god, I'm so excited for bulk, hey, 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 hey.
Furbolg rogues.
Giant rogue. Here I come. They'll never see me coming.
I mean, hey, at least you get the innate ability to turn invisible now.
Yeah, and you speak with plants and animals,
Yes.
which is
Plant,
weird.
which way did he go, Plant?
You
Wait,
can
so
be
he's a-
like me.
Wait, so would Gorgo be a phantom furbolg?
Yes.
Okay.
What? What?
You're a phantom, but you're also a furbolg.
Yeah. So one
All
second
right.
while I adapt
Go,
your
go,
character
go,
sheet
Danny Phantom.
to accommodate for this, as I have to remove your racial bonuses from Halfling.
All right. Hey.
Gorgo
You know what?
going ghost.
Wait, it's right. They are able to cast disguise self as an innate thing.
They're able to turn invisible as an innate thing.
Yeah.
Disguise self or invisible, or is both?
I think it's both, but it's mainly invisibility.
I'll look him up.
I will say you're gonna need to pick up a new feat though.
Okay.
Second chance is a halfling exclusive one.
I'll pick that up after the game, after we're done recording.
Okay. Yeah, I can do that at the end.
Yeah.
I got stuff. So yeah. For right now, I won't focus a lot on it. But yeah, you're now. You will be reborn.
So how
as
does
a
this
furbolg.
appear in fiction? What happens?
So essentially, what regrowth will do is essentially it's kind of weird because like it's similar to like a butterfly effect where like your body becomes a cocoon and then the furbolg body comes out of your old body.
Oh.
That is a tight cocoon to come out of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Considering that like furbolgs are between 7 to 8 feet tall.
Well, yeah, that's the thing is it's as his so your old body will start to dry up as
Ew.
yeah, it's kind of disturbing actually. Kind of shows you the brutality of nature.
I love it. I love it.
As your like old body shrivels up, and then after a little bit of time, this larger furbolg body comes out.
Just busts right out.
Yeah, it's a gradual. It's not like instantaneous, but
Still cool.
Ew.
the servant will give you a towel / blanket. to drape over yourself. As, yeah, you don't have clothes on.
That happens.
That happens when you
Man.
double your height.
Ivory is just going to try to
Triple
cover
your height.
Arabella and Dee's eyes.
Could I be max
You don't
height?
need to look. You don't need to look.
Yeah, sure.
8.
3.5 meters is what it says.
Fetch.
So that is 11.5 feet.
But they hunch.
Wow, Nani.
They hunt.
They hunch. So,
Hmm.
Arabella, how's that arc going along, by the way?
Oh no! Oh no! I forgot.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was like, I wonder if we're gonna talk about this.
Okay, but here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Give him some pants.
I like drawing
Furbolgs?
Furball got cute ears.
I know
It looks
for
cute.
the thumbnail,
Also,
I would like it to still be the halfling, but I mean, if you
Oh
want,
yeah,
you can.
surprise.
Yeah, if you make the the token art for the Furbolg, that would be great.
oh wait, yeah, no, I do have the innate like ability to change. So you know what? I could just have, like most of the time, just have an illusion of my old body.
Wait,
Oh yeah,
is
you
it,
have the
like,
innate ability to look like another human.
disguise self. Disguise
Yeah.
self.
Yeah.
Are they still medium height or are they
You're still
large?
medium.
Hey, wait, halflings
5
are
feet-
small though.
Hmm?
Halflings are small though, aren't they?
Yeah.
Fuck.
So he goes.
Can
up,
you
actually.
disguise self in the... So I could just look like a slightly bigger version of my old self.
You could.
You could.
So become a normal man. Congratulations.
Yes. Maybe that's like, I mean, I won't maybe immediately do it now since I just, I imagine
Hog.
I just emerged from my cocoon. But,
Oh, you can
Yeah,
also
we can
cast
just-
detect magic. That's pretty good.
well, we can talk about that all after.
Yeah.
But
Take that
maybe
away later. Take that away.
for fiction, I'll just say I keep my old appearance for most of the time. And then if you'd like to draw a Furbolg, that could be like my Hulk mode. I'll be like, when I get angry, I change into a
You
giant.
wouldn't like me when I
Giant kin, 11
Yeah.
max.
Still super agile with the dagger. Okay.
Exactly. All right.
Happiness acquired.
Okay. That would be
Um,
8+5.
I'll turn to the group and like, well, then my voice will be a lot deeper. Well, that actually turned out a lot better than I expected.
Arabella's like, yeah, you look great.
Thanks.
VP is very
We're covering
weirded
your
out by
eyes.
this.
Ivory's trying to cover your eyes. Avert your eyes. Avert your
Oh, that's
eyes.
right, he's nude as hell.
Mm.
Mm.
It's
Wait, so
Weird. It's weird though, because it kind of doesn't feel like me. Like I don't know.
well, time
It's
to get
you.
better acquainted with your body again.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Well said. Arabella
I like get to my
doesn't even
feet.
try
It's
to
like
figure
all
it out.
awkward and like stumbling around and stuff.
I will
He's
say
like
for
a
full bulk,
baby.
age, they reach adulthood about 30, and the oldest of them can live for 500 years. So,
He's gonna be old.
nah, you're young again for full bulk at least.
Interesting.
Sick.
Wait, so is he like not an adult for bulk wise, or is it?
For legal reasons, he's an adult.
So he's a. So he is. No, but I'm saying like, is he like over 30 for bulk age?
No.
I am Oh no.
But
I am a
he's still an
0-year-old adult.
Well, I guess
Zero
if
year.
adulthout is 30, then yeah, I guess that would be how old he is.
I don't know. He just said 30, so
Can't have him be a minor,
he gotta
Yeah,
drink. He
makes-
gotta have the drinky.
Gotta have some
Reach
sippies.
adulthood around 30. Okay, yeah, so you'd be 30 something.
Hell yeah, he get drinkies.
All right.
I'm young again.
I'll stand up and face the spirit of life and bow.
Well,
And I
I was,
guess
like,
moon,
covering his-
Dude or not
I'll
dude?
moon the rest of the group, I guess. I'll say, oh, thank you. I appreciate this.
Arabella's like covering Vivi's eyes, like, don't look at him.
Don't look at him. Don't
Don't
look
look
at
at
him.
him.
You're
Vivi
covering
just
Vivi's
kinda
eyes,
like-
Ivory's covering
You just see
Arabella.
Vivi just like dips her head to the side.
Peeking around.
Just uses her hair to cover her eyes. Poor Vivi.
Is there anything
Arabella!
else you want to do? Now, you can receive blessings. I don't have those prepared because I'm a dumb head.
It's okay.
It's
We're
fine, we can
working
talk
on
about
stuff,
that
it's okay.
later.
I do know
on another
that I have. I already know what I want for. Well, actually. So here's the thing. I could tell you what the passive bonus is going to be, and what I'm going to have for the minor boon. So, because I have already decided what I want those to be. Major and or moderate and major are generally transformations for these guys, so that stuff isn't incorporated. But if you wanted to pick up the minor and the passive, I will need to incorporate. So the trio all have a similar boon as far as the way they work. So for mind, you get to pick +3 and either you can choose to have a +3 in your intelligence or your wisdom score.
Wow.
Okay.
I wonder if I could ask like the life god if there's anything I can do to get in her good graces.
Learn religion.
Yeah, now that she's
That's
feeling
like.
Is there a way I could get on both their good side, both the god of life and the god of death?
I mean,
You're
it's
like-
possible. I will say there is kind of you could do some interesting combos with the blessings.
Ooh.
you're like a
I
human
don't
yin
know if I
yang.
noticed this. I mentioned this before, but if you get certain combinations of blessings, there'll be synergy bonuses and such.
Ooh.
And opposites would kind of be one, but generally speaking, it's the combos are for like 3 and 4, like sets of 3 and 4.
Yeah, that's...
But so, +3 in your wisdom or your intelligence.
I'm trying to remember what Earth Tremor does for spellcast.
Earth Tremor. Earth
Paladins use charisma.
Paladins use charisma.
I know,
so
but oh, that's this one.
What would a rogue use if I ever somehow learn a spell?
Intelligence.
ROGUE.
intelligence.
Okay, then I'd go intelligence.
Okay.
Plus, that'll put me at like 18. So
Yeah.
Well, this is for the passive, right?
Yeah, so it's a passive
Passive
bonus to your ability score. So
everybody just gets it.
yeah, this
Well,
is a passive.
obviously, if it's a passive, then the +3 with yours to be intelligence for Vivi. She's not maxed out yet, is she?
I don't really care about maxing.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's a dumb rule 5th edition
Really?
made. Also, you guys are going to be like fighting gods at the end, so.
Valid.
Yeah.
I have a plus 17 to every roll.
Actually,
Sir?
No, I'm just kidding.
let's talk about the gods. I will say wisdom is for perception and stuff. Arabella, what you picking up? Int or wisdom?
Like whiz.
Okay. Okay. Ivory, what you picking?
I think I'm gonna go with wisdom.
Okay.
12 o'clock. Good.
And Ruko, what you picking up?
Well, I'm kind of interested to see what kind of combos I could get with the life and death thing.
But for the passive boon, you pick up, right?
The passive, you just
Oh.
get it, so there's no you don't need to do anything with that. So
Hey,
What do
You
I
want
even
anything?
need?
wisdom will help you in your perception checks. A lot of some skills use wisdom.
Sure, I'll go wisdom then.
What's your spellcasting? I think it's your spellcasting uses wisdom. You're gonna want wisdom.
Yeah, okay. Wisdom it is then. Dang, I have pretty high stats all around the board.
Yeah, that's what happens when you have a 14 and everything.
Yep.
Okay. There we go. Minor blessing is kind of weird because you don't get staff bonuses. Instead, you get one use of the wish spell.
Oh,
What?
The wish spell.
As for some reason, this being is very familiar with wishes.
Wait, wish one use of the wish spell ever or per like rest?
Ever. A wish spell
Is
is
it
a
wish-
level, like reality altering spell. It's ever.
yeah. Isn't wish like you just make something happen?
Generally, it can be like that. Yeah, it's a 9th level spell. It can do stupid, crazy stuff. So if you pick the minor boon, you can have it happen now or later. You can save it in your pocket, but you get one use of the wish spell.
I'll take one of them.
It's a pretty good one.
I'll take one. If we're handing them out, sure. Thank you.
Do you have an idea of the moderate and major?
It's
Do we have enough points? Actually,
Or actually, yeah. If you haven't got those worked out yet, maybe we could wait until next time. At the beginning of next time, we could sort out who gets what boons.
yeah. So you guys just essentially this session you've already given it 10 points essentially. It
Oh, that's nice.
needs yeah, because completing just again they get a lot of bonuses just for meeting the group
Mhm.
for the first time. But then completing the quest. Although it did give them a ton, it gave them 5. The other ones cost more, but they also are like 10 points. So, his lifeline.
Because I'm pretty interested to see what the major and moderate boons have to offer for mine. Because VD.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, I had to think about that. it'd probably be somewhat of a transformation. I know for you as well, you'd probably want to have an interest in Shem, Magic Soul, but Life Mind is a good interest. I haven't quite thought of what exactly it would be. I could have it be the mind
I
aspect.
mean, it's not.
Yeah, I don't have it.
I mean, it's no.
I don't have
It's
it
no
fleshed out
rush,
yet,
really.
So
It's fine. You can probably just like DM me or something like that,
yeah.
or message to, or we can like talk about it next session next week.
Yeah. I mean, depending on how much time I have tomorrow, I can make the stats for stuff tomorrow. That's generally what happens. Is on Sundays I do a lot of the after stuff.
Math.
Yeah, and then
Right.
I have schoolwork for most of the week, and then like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I'm doing it again. But yeah,
So yeah, we can.
for the minor, it's one use of wish. So does everyone want to get that?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yes.
You don't
I'll
all
hold
have
off
to.
until I
Oh.
see the moderate and major.
Yeah, same here.
Oh, that's
Yeah, sure. Yeah, definitely.
I-
Me too then.
I take it back. I'm gonna wait until I see the moderate and major as well.
Oh, okay. So who's just gonna take the wish?
Me.
Take it, Ruko. Or not Ruko.
No.
Ruko.
Grogu.
I did. Yes. Me. Barrick.
Okay.
I want it. Barrick want it.
Barrick, what was he?
Barrick want wish.
What does he wish for?
Well, I don't wish
So many-
yet. I just
so
have
many-
it.
So many things happened to Grogu today. Like,
I wish to become a halfling.
So Arabella, did you want the wish?
I said I'll hold off for now.
Ivory?
I want to see like what the other stuff.
The moderate ones are? Okay.
Mhm.
Man, okay, apparently a lot of people wanted to see that, so cool.
I'm saving. I want the spirit of wind. I'm still a halfling at heart. I'll tell her that.
I'm still halfway.
I was born a halfling.
I'm still a halfling inside.
It's what's on the inside.
I went to go get my physical book out so I can get Wish, but then I realized I could just look it up online. I'm so dumb. I want to get a book.
It's alright.
When I'm pretty sure I could just. Well, I guess let me just give this to Gorogo. And then for everyone else out there, that's what Wish does.
Whoa. This is crazy.
Yeah. This is instead of you getting permanent buffs and stats, is you get one crazy temporary thing. I will also note that it can replicate any magic spell of 8th level and lower, so... There's a lot you
That
can
be
do with
very
it.
powerful against a really bad boss.
I do know for one of the other ones, for like, for example, the, at like rank 5 Orend, which is the transformation for Earth, I was going to
Mhm.
give him an ability to just be able to create precious materials once per year, equal to the wish
Jesus.
spell. So it's like, Yeah, once per year, you can just create 200 or 25,000 gold's worth of any
Gold.
precious material you want. Gold, adamantium, mithril, diamonds.
25,000 gold pieces of bread.
Gold pieces of weed.
And then there's things like that. The limitation was going to be that it has to be something that is mined or from the earth. So not necessarily bread, but you could say gravel.
I could
dirt.
I could use it to learn something that, right?
Yeah, because learn something. You could do like. There's a lot of divination spells that you could just replicate or just do using Wish. Because you can use it to cast any spell that's 8th level or lower. Which is
I can
most
make the
spells.
entire party regain all of their hit points.
Plus, yeah. It's
Yeah,
up
and
to 20 creatures.
yeah,
So
yeah. If we're ever leading an army,
Amazing.
grant to 10 creatures you can see immunity to single spell or magical effect for 8 hours. You make yourself and all your companions immune to a lich's life drain attack, as an example.
I can make us all immune to physical damage.
For a certain amount of time, I guess.
Yeah, for 8 hours. Oh wait, no, it's a spell. I could give us
Magical
resistance.
effect would work too.
Okay, I'll think about it.
And then there's the catch-all. You might be able to do something more than this, but you're not quite as sure. But
Ooh.
there's a consequence normally, but it won't apply to you because you can't cast the wish spell normally. So, but yeah, wish is crazy.
You can't cast this yet. It's not the right time.
So yeah, I'll have to get that. Oh, that's wrong. I'll have to get that one done for you guys since all of you want to pick up that one. And you want some fun, guys? Cause guess what?
Oh.
You level.
Yay!
Hey! This session is literally just we gotta figure all this stuff out.
And you level. You guys did pick up like the easiest levels to pick up though, so.
Nice. See, we
I mean, I know
actually
that.
strategy
You don't know that, no. But
calculated.
it makes sense.
Proficiency bonus is now +3, and I get it.
Level 5, guys. That's big.
Proficiency bonus is now +3.
Also, I
Yay.
think you guys get like multi-attack now.
Extra attack.
Yeah.
I can cast 3rd level spells now.
Oh no.
I can. I have 2 2nd level spells and an extra 1st level spell slot.
Level 5 paladin.
Oh, I have an extra invocation.
Oh, that's also really dope.
Paladin spell list.
You want to keep going
I
in
guess I'll-
Rogue, Gorogo?
Yeah.
Oh, uncanny dodge. That's dope.
I can use Revivify apparently.
Oh yeah,
Oh no, that's 3rd level. That's 3rd level. My bad. I was looking at the wrong section. Whoopsie, wrong one. I can revive you on 3rd level if I have 3rd level spells. Magic weapon, Branding Smite, Lesser Restoration.
I will also say, Vivi, you
Hmm.
have access to the library. You may copy spells down into your book. Or mechanically copy spells down into your book.
Hmm.
You know, your
Neat.
ritual book.
With that, yeah.
It'll still cost you materials, but yes, you can.
So I can cast like normal spells and not ritual spells from my book.
I will say they have to be ritual spells for you to put them in your book,
Okay.
but you can get more essentially.
Yeah.
Unless you, I don't exactly remember what it lets you do, but let me look.
There's
at
not
actually.
that many ritual spells, anyways.
Hmm.
Okay, yeah. So it does say it's 2 hours and costs 50 gold per level
Yeah.
of the spell. That's a lot of gold, actually. So everyone should be. Oh, you haven't gotten your level 5. Okay, cool. Level 5. One sec while I $8 X greater than KH plus 3. 8 more hit points. So that's okay, so that's 6. Okay, so that's Vivi done. Ruko.
That's me.
Whee! Your D10. Keep doing that. But 6, 4. Yep. 11. So that's 69. Wait. No. Yep. Nice. Good job, Ruko.
Nice.
He has 69 health.
Eh.
Yeah. Almost there, Ivory. Almost there. He only has 68. Oh gosh, go.
Yes.
You're not doing super hot.
Oh, my rolls?
Your health? Yeah.
That's okay.
I mean,
I'm
you are
sneaky.
rogue.
Yeah.
Hey, but you got that uncanny dodge, so as a reaction you can take half damage from an attack.
Right.
So that's
And I'm
pretty
looking
dope.
through feats right now to see if I can find any that. Oh, I'm just looking.
Okay, so that's 4 plus 6. This is a lot faster of a level, though, for everyone, so.
Yeah.
Because. Oh gosh, Arabella. Oh, Arabella got max. Good to know.
You're strong.
You're too strong.
Strong about my 30 at least.
Okay, so that is 78 health. Arabella is a chunky.
Chunky
Gotta
girl.
increase your lay on hands pool. Ivory, gotta increase yours too because that doesn't do it all itself.
While you're on my sheet, can you replace can you stamps? Can you since I can now cast second level spells, can you remove my I think it was Wrathful Smite? Can you remove my Wrathful Smite and then replace it with Branding Smite? If that's okay.
Okay. Spellbook. Raffle Smite.
Because Wrathful Smite does frightening. Predator 56.
There go.
So cool.
Any second level spells?
Yeah, the branding smite is a second level spell.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go. Also,
And-
your oath spells kick in.
Moonbeam and Misty Step.
You have a teleport now. That's pretty dope. Moonbeam's also
As a
on there?
bonus action.
Yeah.
When
Bonus action. I get
you,
closer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Briefly surrounded by a silvery mist, you teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space that you can see.
Ivory, I gotta update your stuff. Because your lay on hands pool doesn't work. Yeah. I just got updated every time you level. Also, your oath spells need to kick in, so you get Zone of Truth and Find Traps.
Perfect.
There you go. Now, features. I need to look over your Primal Companion thing again. Ah, okay. So I need to change the the cat's AC got better for some reason. Wow.
Thicker fur.
Thicker
Yes.
fur. Bigger whiskers. Deadlier claws. Or he just became fat.
Chunky.
Chunky cat.
Chunky.
He gets to make
Dang it,
himself
look
a.
out.
Features. Gonna add an extra damage. Because that proficiency bonus. There you go. Check that off. And I guess I have a bit of time. I can screw around with Gorogo's character.
What's up?
You're Froborg now.
Cool.
Oh, your name changed too?
No.
No?
What?
Go
Oh, that's
ahead
just
and
the name of the race.
yeah, Furbolg is the name of the race. Go ahead and pick up a
New feet.
new feat.
I was thinking either Skulker or Skulker or Lucky. Or maybe Sentinel. That one looks cool too. Actually, which ones do you have easy access for? Because I remember I picked some last time that were like that you just like didn't have.
Easy access. None of them.
Wouldn't
Oh.
luck be pretty easy?
What?
Lucky.
Yeah.
Because
that
didn't
would
his
kinda
other guy have that?
He had a different thing. That was kind of.
I have. What do
Oh.
I have?
So Halfling luck was essentially whenever you'd roll a 1, you get a reroll.
Right.
Which, by
And
the
then
way, I
lucky
just
is just a
made
little
sure it's actually in the special traits. I had to remove it from you.
Oh, yeah.
But lucky essentially allows you 3 times a day to use a reroll on an attack against you or a roll that you make. So even if someone crits you, you can use lucky to make it not crit you anymore. So that's the difference with lucky.
And then. Okay, yeah.
I need to change something because your wisdom score increased because of that. Oh wait, no, you got intelligence. Never mind. You just get both.
Cool.
I need to lower your dexterity again. Your dexterity tanked. Sorry, man.
Yeah, it was at 21.
Yeah, you lost it from your race, and then your feet gave you a +1, and yeah, now you don't.
Now I'm only at a measly 18.
Oh, darn. Okay, so detect magic, disguise self. Once per rest. Details. Innate. 1 per short rest. Now it's supposed to be that whenever you use either of these, you can't use the other one, but I'm just not going to bother with that, so. go. Features. Details. One per short rest. Okay. Your speed is now 30. There you go. I think your racial
Cool.
stuff should be updated now. Besides your feet.
Queens.
But yeah, I don't think there's any way for me to get feats done easily. So,
Oh,
besides
that's a
me
shame.
just going to DD Beyond and pulling it from there, that's pretty much the easiest way I can do it.
all right.
So just pick whatever, because I could just
I'll take lucky.
lucky. Okay.
Replace my old luck with new luck.
Okay. I'm gonna give you resource then for that. Okay. Because I know that one so well, I'm just gonna put a placeholder, give you the lucky resource, and I'm actually going to update your token so that it shows up as a blue bar for you.
Okay.
Because it's,
We all get blue bars.
yeah.
Hey.
Hoorah.
Resource secondary. There you
Cool.
go. Vivi, what you picking up for your invocation?
The question is, guys, how soon do you think are we gonna go to the Spirit of Creation?
Good question.
What do you mean?
Because I'm thinking of picking up Devil's Sight just in case.
Well, we had to do the seals to other places as well.
You mean chaos?
Devil's Sight is what it's called. That's what the invocation is.
Yeah, but what great spirit were you talking about?
The creation. The law.
Oh, Law. Different one.
Oh, never mind.
Devil's Sight is pretty good because it's the best dark vision.
But because if not that soon, then I'm just gonna pick up Agonizing Blast for my third invocation then.
Probably not for a while. We'll probably do
Yeah.
the other ones first.
Okay. And for my next spell, because I do have another spells known, I would like to pick up for my third level spell, because I want to take up a third level spell, Hunger of Hadar.
Okay. One sec. I want to see if this. Okay. Oh, crud, I forgot about that.
What?
What's up,
Eldritch
man?
Blast gets upgraded.
Yep.
Yikes.
I'm going to put that in so I don't forget. And what's your charisma mod right now?
My charisma?
Yeah, for your Agonizing Blast, it's +3.
Yeah, still a
I don't know what-
+3.
I don't know why I'm looking it up, actually. I could just do this. Okay, spellbook.
And also, since I have access to the library and I'm able to write down, can I use some of my gold and some of my time to write down Leomund's Tiny Hut into my spellbook?
Yes, you can. That is a great third level
Awesome.
spell to pick up. One sec while I check that you can do that. Yep. So you wanted tentacles?
Yes, I wanted the tentacle portal.
Sorry, what?
Okay.
That's what it is. That's what the Hunger of Hadar is.
Oh, wrong one.
It basically makes slurping noises and gurgling noises while it slaps you with tentacles.
Oh my gosh, why?
Hunger of Hadar, and then
Alright. Sounds good.
Demon's Tiny Hut. Okay. Go ahead and just make these. Hunger of Hadar is a pact magic. Demon's Tiny Hut is a innate. Because it's a ritual. Here you go.
Yeah, let's see.
I will say that's going to cost you more gold than you have.
How much?
It's 150 because it's 50 per spell level. Now, it's a pretty good investment. So,
I have 110, and Odon knows me pretty well.
You think he'll give you a discount?
Barter.
well, it's not the book necessarily, it's like the materials to put it in.
I know.
But yeah, I would say for 100, I'll let you do it. So,
Okay. Because it's just like one of the rituals that I want is like Leomund's Tiny Hut is a pretty goddamn good spell.
yeah, and I could see you persuading him. It's like, it's for safety reasons. And it's like, yeah, that's a pretty good spell for safety reasons.
And plus we haven't seen each other for like what, a couple days now, and like I miss you already and blah blah blah.
like, you've changed so much.
you really
My
have.
little Vivi. And Arabella, oh my, how have you grown? We've only been gone for a couple days.
Arabella's lawyer just like,
You're so strong
thanks, I'm in the back now. Thanks, I'm in the back.
You've grown.
Both of you have grown so much.
Your AC is too low. There you go. Fix that. Didn't realize you had leather armor. Yeah. I think I got you everything you wanted, Vivi.
Yes.
Ruko, do you get a spell?
Also,
How's everyone else doing? Y'all ready?
Very good.
mhm.
Y'all ready for this? Alrighty. Anything else you guys want to do in town?
Well, I think I don't know. I think it's a good place to call it since we haven't decided whether or not we want the or since we don't know about the great and the moderate boons.
Yeah.
So I think I'm good for now.
Yeah.
And plus, it's getting late.
It is getting
Yeah.
somewhat late.
Slept.
People
Yeah,
do sleep.
I'm starting to fall asleep in my chair.
Ryan hasn't slept yet.
I'm okay.
As a
I'm-
whole line half. Shut the
I'm
hell
not tired at all.
Lucky.
I have D&D
Yeah.
to keep me.
If I'm gonna be honest, like the longer I've been up, the less tired I am.
Yeah, it's like,
Oh, so then will you play games with me then?
Gotcha.
Pause. Big sigh.
You're
I
like,
don't
"Oh,
know.
you
I got
wanna sleep?
energy for
Go there."
D&D, but
No, it's just like I'm up, like awake, but I'm not energy awake. You know what I'm
But not-
saying?
Yeah, there's like a point where you get beyond tired and you're just like, I'm awake again. Weird.
Existing. Yeah.
oh yeah, beyond tired.
I got
That's
I
where
got
I'm
past I got past tired and now I'm back to awake again somehow.
Oh,
But
man.
I'm not like energy awake.
Nah,
Then
yeah, I
what are
get
you?
you. I also work graves. I know the feel.
There's some.
Oh, but anyway-
I've been up since like
Um,
2 in the morning.
Yeah.
You need
I'ma head
to-
out.
Alright.
See ya, dude.
Okay.
Good night, Fox.
Nini.
Good night.
Stop the recording.